Wait, oh, no. Good evening, good evening. Wow, it's actually still afternoon, I think, but hello everybody and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a live stream. Yeah, it's certainly been a minute. It's been about a couple of months since I've done my last live stream. I did it, I think probably February time, and been taking a break from the live streams. There was supposed to be one last night, but something came up. I was feeling quite tired from the previous day. I've been busy on Sunday, and I thought, you know what, we'll do it now. I was going to do it a little bit later, but I thought, you know what, I feel like I wanted to do the stream now, so I thought, you know what, come on here now and see how it goes. So I'm going to do a stream for about, say, a couple of hours, see how it goes, and hopefully make the live streams a bit more of a common thing. I haven't really done a traditional live stream for probably since Christmas time now, and I've took a step back from it. I've enjoyed doing it, but I think I've burnt myself out a little bit too much doing them for 6 to 8 hours, doing constant streams 2 or 3 times a week was a lot, and I didn't get enough time to watch films, to play games, and the free time has been good, but I have also missed it. There's also been the fact of I've kind of been a little bit nervous about doing a live stream. It's been so long that I've kind of become a little bit anxious about doing one, but I've been wanting to do it for a little while, so here we are, back with another live stream. I don't know why I called it late night movie stream because it's 6 o'clock, but hey, it's late night somewhere in the world. So thank you to the 6 people watching at home and you watching on the playback. If you want to leave some comments and questions, please do so. Ask me anything you like, be it movies, games, TV shows, anything. And if you'd like to join the stream, just pop me a comment. Hey, I might even put the link in the comment section down below so you can join. So before I get into the comments, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll tell you about what I've been watching recently. If you follow me on Instagram, on Facebook, you'll know that I've been watching quite a fair bit. But over the past few weeks, I finally saw Naked Gun 2 and 3. Quite enjoyed Naked Gun 2. I thought it was all right, but Naked Gun 3 was a blast. I watched Civil War. I thought that was quite average, to be honest. Some cool moments, but I didn't feel like it truly lived up to its potential. I watched the Iron Claw. Wow, that was a hard watch. That was really quite depressing, but fantastic performances all round, especially by Zac Efron. I did see Late Night with the Devil, which probably is my film of the year. I had an absolute ball with that one. I really dug what it did, and cannot wait until it gets a physical release. I watched Don't Worry Darling. I got the Steelbook at Christmas because it went down super cheap, and I thought, Steelbook looks nice. Watched the film, it was awful. I was bored. It looks nice, but that's about it. Rewatched Avengers Endgame. Really changed my opinion on that one. I thought it was a solid film. I enjoyed it the first time I watched it, but the second time around, wow, it is fantastic. I really did enjoy it. Watched the 2 Hot Shots films. Quite enjoyed them. Hot Shots 1, less so, but Hot Shots Part 2, wow, that is a lot of fun. Had a great time with that one. Watched the 4K release of True Lies. Really liked the 4K transfer of that one. I know a lot of people weren't a big fan of it, but personally, I think it looks great. Yeah, there's some issues here and there, but overall, it's not bad. There's a scene where Arnie is on the horse and he's chasing Art Malik on the motorbike through like the hotel and everything. And the 4K is that good you can actually make out the stunt doubles. It's pretty funny. We've paused it a couple of times to see the stunt doubles, and they don't even look nothing like the characters. I watched Sidney Lumet's Network. Bit disappointed by that one. I can see how a lot of people like it, but for me, it didn't work. The opening and the ending was great, but the middle of it was a bit boring. Did thought Faye Dunaway was really good in that mine, and also got a chance to watch the new Boy Kills World by Signature Entertainment. They gave me a screener for it and really did enjoy it. I did put in my review as Alexander Skarsgård. It isn't, it's Bill Skarsgård. And he does a great job with it. Really a lot of fun. Whilst it doesn't have a great story and some of the shaky cam may put some people off, it's a fun little film that doesn't outstay its welcome, very visceral, and I wouldn't mind a little sequel to it. Also, I did check out the TV series of Fallout. Had a ball with that, really enjoyed that, and I'm currently watching the Knuckles TV series. I do have actually some pickups here to show you if you'd like to see them. Well, as I'm talking about Knuckles TV series, I did pick up Sonic Superstars on PS5. Already got it on Switch, but this PS5 version went down to 12 quid, so I thought I'd add it to the collection. I quite enjoyed it on Switch, so I'm looking forward to replaying it on PS5. They've got a floater, that's the problem. But let's get into the comments and questions and see what you guys have been up to. So, whoa. We have Red Romantics here saying, good to see you back. It's good to be back, Red Room. It's changed quite a bit because I see now on your names it actually comes up with a mechanics screw. Is it screw? A wrench for moderators. That's cool. Yeah, it's good to be back. I've been doing a few videos. I did post up a few last week, and I'm going to put some on probably later on in the week, I think. There's a video that I've been working on for a little while, like my top 100 films of all time. So what I'm thinking about doing is doing a video a week of like in each 10 chunks, so like 91 to 100, so on and so forth. Be good to show that off. Obviously, pickups videos, and I want to do some more streams, get some people on in the future, and start doing them. Maybe not weekly, but at least fortnightly. But we'll see how it goes. We've got the viewer Drew here saying, hey everyone, what's up? Hey Drew, hope you're doing well, my friend. Great to see you here. And congratulations on all the subscribers I see on Instagram. You've hit a good milestone, so well done, mate. Well deserved. We have Sinjin here saying, hey Pete, how's it going? Hey Sinjin, it's going quite well, mate. Thanks for joining. Great to chat to you. We got the two Steves here from Movie Chats. Evening, bud. Evening, mate. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Sinjin says, yeah, some of your live streams were epic. Oh, thank you ever so much. Really do appreciate it. I really did enjoy doing them, but I think like doing them every single week, it got a bit too much. It did. And like when it came to like watching films, I didn't really get a lot of chance to watch them. So I have been catching up on a lot. I do want to bring loads of guests on in the future and do a bit more streams, but we'll see how it goes. Sinjin says, I thought Civil War was very boring. Yeah, I can definitely agree with you on that. I think it's a film that's going to be very mixed. Some people think it's film of the year, and I can definitely see why, and some people see it's very boring. And I definitely get that. I'm in the middle. I just thought it was fine. There was some good action sequences in it, some good cinematography. Some of the things in that film baffled me, like the music choices. The music choices in that film didn't fit, especially the end and what happens at the end. I didn't get no idea why they picked that music. It didn't suit the scene at all. Also weren't too keen on many of the characters in it. The best scene of it is obviously the Jesse Plemons scene where he's with them all on that farmyard. That is some tense stuff. That is probably the best 10 minutes of a film I've seen in the past few years. It is really chilling. It felt like a film that wanted to say a lot but didn't say a lot as well. Felt very safe. But hopefully there's a director's cut or something. You never know. But for Alex Garland's final film, I wouldn't say it's his best. His best is still Ex Machina. I haven't seen Annihilation, but I've heard that's not too bad. And his previous film to Civil War, Men, I'm probably one of the only few people that quite enjoyed that one. I thought it was a beautiful looking film, like shot in the British countryside. Jesse Buckley was great. Rory Kinnear, well, he was a bit weird in that one. Probably saw too much of him, but I quite enjoyed it. We have Jamie Powell here. Hey, Jamie, hope you're doing well, and I hope you had a lovely birthday yesterday. Good evening. How are you doing? What's next to watch at the cinema for you? Wow. This week's Fall Guy, isn't it? So definitely want to check out Fall Guy. Looking forward to that. I'm not a huge fan of the director David Leitch's previous film, Bullet Train. I couldn't stand that one little bit. But this does look fun. Ryan Gosling is a joy to watch, and Emily Blunt is also good as well. I think they're going to have a good camaraderie with each other. And also, Phantom Menace is coming back in cinemas this week, which is quite cool. I've never seen a Star Wars film at the cinema, and whilst it may not be the best Star Wars film, I'd definitely be up to seeing that in the cinema. I do like that film quite a bit. Not the best, but it does have a lot of great moments in it. What about you, Jamie, and everybody at home? What are the next films you want to go and see at the cinema? Also, we've got, is it Dawn, Rise of the Planet of the Apes? Or no, it's Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes coming as well. Cannot wait for that one. And Furiosa coming later this month. Talking of Mad Max, HMV had a sale on. Actually, I saw it was your post, Jamie, that inspired me to get these, and it is the Mad Max 4K box sets. They are absolutely beautiful. They're about 30 quid when they come out. I was going to get the box set for 40 odd quid, but I thought 40 quid is still a little bit high. But then I saw these for 45 quid. 45 quid for the three, and kind of tempted me because of the nice artwork. So you got Mad Max here. You get the 4K, the Blu-ray, and some art cards and some posters in them. So you got the original Mad Max there. I really do like that design. Do need to get Fury Road on 4K as well. That's the thing. Shame they didn't do Fury Road in this sort of box set. But I do have it on Blu-ray. But I will probably get the 4K when it goes down in price. I can imagine HMV will probably do it for $9.99 when you buy something when Furiosa comes out. So, yeah. My favourite of the films, The Road Warrior. Great film that is. Really do like the artwork. Yeah. And I like the artwork for this one. Whilst it is the weakest Mad Max film, it's still the weakest of a great bunch. Beyond Thunderdome. With Tina Turner, We Don't Need Another Hero. She was really good in this, actually. Yeah. Solid little film. A little bit too long. Not as fun as the other ones, but still a solid 3.5 out of 5 film. But I've heard the 4K transfers of all three of these films are really good, so cannot wait to check them out. So that is the Mad Max films. Did they do a special edition of Fury Road, like similar to that? If they do, tell me in the comment section. Would definitely like to pick that up. I think they're going to do another 4K steelbook for it later on, so may wait for that. I don't know. Sinjin says Charlie has Rambo was funny. Yeah, Charlie as Rambo was funny. I like the first Hot Shots. It wasn't too bad. The rip on Top Gun. It had some funny moments to it. I think definitely the drill sergeant was more funny in it than anything else. But the second one is hilarious. Huge step up. I love the final fight at the end. That definitely felt like Commando, but the silliness notched up to 11. A lot of funny moments, a lot of great action sequences. Wouldn't mind picking that one up. I'm not huge on comedy films because a lot of them seem to be a lot of misses, especially with spoof films, but this is up there with honestly top. Naked Gun 3 is one of my favorites. Really did enjoy Naked Gun 3. We have AJ's Movie Place here saying, hello, Pete. Hello, AJ. Hope you're doing well, my friend, and great to see you back on YouTube. I know you took a little bit of a break. Well deserved as well with the amount of videos you pumped out. So good to see you back, mate, and definitely would love to get you on the stream sometime. I see your video where you picked up the James Cameron 4Ks and you wasn't too impressed with True Lies. I can definitely get why it does. These 4K transfers definitely seem to be very mixed with opinions. Some people love them, some people hate them. But I do have the Abyss coming. I'm getting it from Amazon Italy. I managed to pick it up on 4K for 20 quid, so it wasn't too bad. It's currently in Denmark now, so apparently I should get it later this week. I pre-ordered it, but I'm having to wait 2 weeks after it came out in Italy because I pre-ordered it. Work that one out. Yeah, the viewer Drew says, excellent news. My channel has hit 1,007 subscribers. That is fantastic news, mate. Well deserved. I know you've been doing the channel for quite a long while and you've been pumping out videos. So it is good to see that you're getting the success you deserve, mate. It's Big Steve, by the way. Oh, great to see you, Big Steve. And you're doing a stream later this week on Thursday night, as always. I'll look forward to tuning in and watching that. We've got AJ talking. We've got Ryan here. Bloody hell, is my eyes properly working? It's Petertron. How are you doing, bud? Not doing too bad, mate. I hope you're doing okay. It's great to see you here. I tell you what, if you're about, I'll give you the link. But I've been watching your watch-alongs as well. They've been really good as well. Right. There is a comment for it. There is a message coming to you, Ryan, but good to see you still doing your videos as well. And how's the podcast going along? Podcasts seem to be quite a big new thing now. A lot of people are doing them, and I can definitely see why. I've listened to a lot of podcasts myself, especially with driving and just going out for walks and that. They're a good way to waste the time. Listen to, should I say. Good thing to listen to when you're just driving a lot. We've got Sinjin here saying, yeah, I think Scott's taken a backseat of the live streams for a while. He's still doing his Friday nights. Well, that's good to hear. Yeah, doing streams every night can really take it out on you. Whilst it is great to chat to everybody and doing it like loads of times, it can knacker you out. Even for a couple of hours, it can knacker you out. I know the last time I did a stream when it was just me on here for a couple of hours, I slept well. That's one thing about it. You really do sleep well. But yeah, I've been watching Scott's stream as well. They're fantastic. Great to see Andy, Nige, Keith on there, and all the guests. And I was on there a few weeks ago as well and had a blast on there. I've got a movie. Big Steve saying to Ryan. Sinjin says, yeah, the Jesse scene was by far the best part of that movie. Yeah, I remember going to see it at the cinema, and a lot of people were gasping at that scene. It was very shocking. But apart from that, a lot of it is very forgettable. There were some people at the cinema who absolutely adored it because they were clapping, and I heard one of them said it was the best film they've seen in quite a while, but not for me. Didn't work for me at all. But I must admit, it's a good film to discuss, and it's a good film to hear other people's opinions on. After seeing that film, I went to watch a lot of other people's reviews. To be honest, when I watched Civil War, all I thought was, this is just a bit more of a political Children of Men. It just felt exactly like Children of Men. And I'd rather just watch that. We have Minharju here saying, hi, Pete. Oh, my God, you're back. Whoa, welcome back, my friend. Hello, Minharju. Hope you're doing well, my friend, and great to see you still about. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're still playing your games and watching your films. What was this? He says, how's things? Things are going quite well, mate. Doing all right. Can't complain. Just been enjoying life, watching films, playing games. Also got a couple of ones sent by Signature Entertainment. Haven't seen them yet, but I did get, don't know whether anybody's heard of this, Out of Darkness. And the one with Jodie Comer, The End We Start. And we do have a special guest in the wing. Here he is. Bugger me.
Hello. How you doing?
I'm doing quite well, my word. Your voice is ever so crystal clear on these headphones.
Is it? Ooh.
Oh, dear.
Ooh.
You could read the yellow pages to me and I could fall asleep.
And plus difference in quality as well. Look how good I'm looking. Hey.
He's in
Oh,
4K, isn't he? I can read the time on your clock.
me in bloody 4K. That'll be a new one, mate.
You got some
Just need to
lovely
wait.
tiles behind you, so yeah, I can make them out.
Well, welcome to the kitchen. They've been like that for years, man.
Wow. I've seen you in that scenery for so long, I didn't even know you had tiles.
Well, I'm normally sitting where Marilyn's sitting, right? But I
Hmm.
sit in multiple different locations around the house. Just don't know. I could be in another universe. Looking for me, I could be in the Matrix.
So how are you doing, Ryan?
Well, I'm doing good. I'm on break on the channel because I'm in production. So like I'm working on
Production of what?
brand new short films coming to the channel. I'm doing a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde kind of story, which is due to be coming out in July. So you get to see that. So we'll start shooting. It is just it's like a project, but it's not going to be fully done. It's just for like what I can show you guys, what I can make. And there's going to be a documentary. Well, there was going to be a documentary because HMV are a bunch of dicks.
Really? What happened there?
Right, I'll tell you what. Right, I might as well give everyone an update. So I've been trying to get in communication with HMV for the past couple of weeks now, and me and my friend we're round them up because we're meant to be doing a documentary about fiscal media. So that was supposed to be the basis, and Nige was supposed to be in it, but due to the whole situation, we rang the store that we were going to go to, found out that they don't have the right authorization to give that. So we had to ring up head office. We rang up head office. You can't even get in contact with head office. The only way you're going to get in contact with them is by contacting their reception. You can't contact them on the phone. So basically, I'm in like pretty too short at the minute now, thinking I'm going to have to do something different. So I'm thinking about doing it on About Time Side Cinema, the cinema that way me and Sammy G goes like probably nearly every week. So we're going to do history on that. That means I've got to do everything all over again, planning and stuff. It really kicks you to the curb. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Life of going into production, guys, right? If you're in the film and want to go into film production, beware yourself because sometimes you'll not get through to certain companies or anything because they're a bunch of twats.
How you tried going through their Instagram page and all that? Because that's a good way.
I tried to. Near response. I got because like if you even do that, right? They won't answer you. So basically, if you all want to try and get permission HMV, don't bother because they'll not answer your phone. It's just stupid.
Well, at the end of the day, it's free press for them and free more eyes on them. But a good idea is the cinema because it's a local cinema and it helps them out.
Yeah, exactly. Because they were under a threat of shutting down last year. So luckily they made the money up to be able to keep it open. But I don't know how long it will be open for because like it probably have to do like the same kind of campaign all over again because it's been open since I think it was since the 20s, I think, and been going around for a year. It used to be an old war cinema. It's what it is. Like when you used to see like all the reels and that, like where you used to get like updates on the war and stuff. It's what it used to be.
Oh.
And now it's you see a whole load of classic films. It's the place where you want to go see independent films as well. It's really good cinema. So that's what the basis on that is going to be. So I'm going to get in contact with them tomorrow. Send an email because I know they get back because they do, and see get permission, and that's what the basis of the cinema is going to be. Sammy G is going to be in the documentary because he was supposed to be in the fiscal media one, but unfortunately, plus I'm going to get Nige in it as well. That means he can still work on it. So there's a lot of stuff that's had been changed, but don't worry, I'm still promising everyone a documentary and that. And I'm taking a break from streams because like a lot of stuff's been cancelled because I know that Scott's taking a break from streams as well. So and hopefully we'll get back to normal after I finish uni and stuff. So that means I can get the rest of the podcast episodes out, all that kind of stuff. Because there's only been one out at the minute because I've been too busy with with uni and stuff. I haven't had time. That's why it was
Sometimes it
like,
is good just to have a break, just to sit back and relax and just get to watch some films.
I've been watching mostly TV shows. I'm watching X-Men at the minute.
What, X-Men 97?
No, not 97. I'm watching the original series first because if you watch 97, it's a continuation. So I feel like if I go back and watch the originals, it feels like I'm more connected to the story. And to be honest, right, some of the best storytelling within Marvel history as well. Not like the crap that's coming out these days. Go back and watch the old shows. The animations were much better.
Well, I watched it when it first came out on BBC back in the late 90s, early 2000s, and I haven't seen it since. So I went straight into 97, not really remembering too much about the show, but I'm going to say it's the best thing they've done since Endgame. It's brilliant. I'm excited. Every Wednesday, it's X-Men. Tomorrow's X-Men. So the first 2 episodes were fantastic, and a couple of the recent ones have had some quite shocking revelations in them. I really do enjoy it. The storytelling is great. The characters are interesting. And I just cannot wait until they properly get the X-Men into the MCU.
Yeah, and I'm hoping, it will all be like different actors, and that's what I'm hoping for. Because like the ones that we've seen throughout the earth, right? They can't play the same character. Like this is because Deadpool and Wolverine's coming out this year. Right, not Deadpool 3 because everyone's been coming out. It's Deadpool 3. It's not. It's Deadpool and Wolverine. It's the film that is set in the MCU, right? So it's basically just Deadpool and Wolverine taking on the Fox universe. It's basically what it is. Just killing everyone off.
It's going to be a good goodbye for the Fox time of Marvel. It is.
Yeah, it's what it is. But you just don't know. It's just like with me. And like, look, it might be good, it might be shit. You just don't know. Like
they're having reshoots now for Deadpool 3.
Yeah, that's the only problem now. Is it gonna end up being a 12 after all that time?
No, well, from the trailers, you definitely know that it's going to be a 15. The amount of swearing and the amount of blood in it. I do think they went a little bit over the top with the F-bombs just to let us know that it was a 15. But looking forward to it. The trailers don't reveal too much, and that's the good thing about it. And apparently, you're not going to need to have loads of Marvel homework. You can go in and enjoy it. So I'm looking forward to it. And then you've got Captain America next year as well. Red Hulk has been leaked thanks to a McDonald's toy. Because McDonald's in Europe, I can't remember where it is, McDonald's in Sweden have released Captain America 4 toys. And they include a new Falcon as well.
The film doesn't seem bloody hell went from New World Order, which was probably one of the better titles they had, to Brave New World. And I was like, what the hell's this shit? To be honest, I think with the new Captain America film, I don't know like what I can think about it because it's the first movie to have Falcon as Captain America. I know you had near the end of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but I don't really. I don't know what to think about it. I just feel like they could have gifted it to someone else, someone to play on the character, like Bucky or something, because it make more sense. But due to all the death that's been happening throughout the whole of the MCU that he's been doing, like he's White Wolf. It's what he's supposed to be. But for me, I think like I want to see more independent comic book stories coming out. That's what I'd rather see because like I know people want to see more superhero stuff. But you have all these stories that haven't been told properly yet, and I feel like it's that time now. Like you can easily tell the superhero genre is like fleshly. It's done to death now, right? We had the Infinity Saga. That's what it should have ended there, right? But the whole multiverse shit. It's just like it's all over the place. So I don't know.
I do think with Disney, they just went into it too quickly, not with a plan. Very much like with Star Wars. I I think people still want a superhero film, but I think they're just a bit fed up with the mediocrity we're getting so far.
Mhm. To be honest, people's mourning about the whole James Gunn DCU thing, like that's getting on my bloody way. The first film it hasn't even come out yet, and everyone's still complaining. I was like, give the bloody dude a break. He just got done doing Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Well,
He's
he's
been
shooting Peacemaker 2 as well at the same time.
yeah. So that is a lot of stuff because the first thing what you're going to see this year is bloody Creature Commandos. That's the first official thing in the DCU, and that's an animation. Plus, you got Warlock coming out this year. That's
Got
part of the new.
Fantastic Four next year as well. What do you think of the casting?
They got a right for Vanessa Kirby.
Mm.
Fits a role just there. Eben, whoever the freaking dude is who's playing Ben, the Thing. He's definitely a really good thing to have. But the thing is, Pedro Pascal, not really. I feel like, I feel like it's a missed opportunity to have John Krasinski playing the proper role. But I don't know, got killed off, didn't he?
That was
But
more just a fan pleasing thing than anything. He even said it was for the fans.
yeah, and I feel like wasted opportunity. Joseph Quinn as Human Torch. Zac Efron should have been it, but no, missed opportunity there. I don't know. As much as I love Pedro Pascal, I feel like he's more of a different character than Reed Richards. He doesn't fit the role at all. I feel like they should have picked someone a bit younger. This is around the same age as Vanessa Kirby because I think that would have worked much better. But I don't know. I'll have to see where it goes. But I'm hoping it's not Galactus as the villain. I'm hoping it's someone else. Not
Silver
Doctor Doom.
Surfer's going to be in it as well, but it's going to be a different take on it. They're going to have a lady playing her.
Right. It's a different character, so it's still the Silver Surfer, but
A different person who took up the mantle in a different comic.
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
Yeah, I know a lot of people were going, "Oh, Marvel's gone woke again."
Well, they haven't gone woke. It's the character's already in the bloody Marvel universe, so I don't even know what the hell's going on because everyone's bloody complaining and that.
The easiest thing to do is to wait and see what the film is like. Then you can criticize it until you've seen it. At the moment, I think casting's fine. Pedro Pascal wouldn't have been my first choice, but Pedro Pascal is a good actor. He's good in with Disney, Mandalorian, and also he's fantastic in The Last of Us. So, hey, he's a good leading man, and he hasn't had many huge films. He's like a AAA star when it comes to TV, but films, he hasn't had that many big hits, has he?
No, not really, because at the start of his career, he was mainly doing supportive kind of roles mostly. Before I think his proper big break is probably got to be. I'm going to say Mandalorian, but
Game of Thrones and Narcos, he was in both of them, and he was very well regarded in both of them. Again, haven't seen him.
I didn't know him until when he done. I think it was Equalizer 2.
Yeah, he was in Equalizer 2. He was a supporting role in that, but again, hasn't been in much in films. But before we get into the next comment, I want to ask you, are you looking forward to Doctor Who?
Good question. Me, I don't know at the minute, right? I've got nothing against Shooty, right? He's brilliant, right? But I don't like the whole at the minute. I don't like the whole fancy thing that's happening with the toy makers Legion is coming into it. I was like, why would no one about the toy makers Legion? Wouldn't that make much better in future seasons? Build it up.
Did you like the Christmas episode?
Nah, shit.
Same here.
It's
I
like,
didn't mind him in that Toy Maker episode where he was in for a bit. I thought it wasn't too bad then. I watched the Christmas episode and I was like, is this it? The story is non-existent. The companion is as bland as they come. There was no real threat. Didn't really feel very Christmassy, and it didn't do nothing for me. And all the trailers and all the talk from Russell and Shooty Gatwa have done nothing to get me interested in it. I'll give it a watch. I'll see what it's like. I'll hold judgment till then. But at the moment, I think we're going to go back to the another Whitaker era, and I can see in a couple of years that'll be axed. What was I going to say? Did you see the photo of them doing the Beatles with the Beatles album with Shooty and the companion in, and the Beatles themselves?
yeah, I've seen
We
it.
ordered the Beatles from Wish. One of them looks like Howard from The Big Bang Theory.
To be honest, right, I'm just like, I'm glad it's the second episode. I'm glad it's not like in the middle and something, because I don't think that that's going to be the most best story of
There's only
all.
8 episodes this series, isn't there?
Yeah, 8 episodes, absolutely ridiculous. Should have been 13 because it should have went back to format.
And a series 1 now because Disney wants it to be called Series 1.
I think Disney should call it season 1. We'll keep the series 14 thing. But that means it's going to be so complicated now for people who's like collecting and stuff and that. And to be honest, I've ended my Doctor Who collection now for the new modern era.
Did you pick up the 3 specials?
I did, because I feel like it ended there. It ended.
I did. And I got the big box set with the 5 series in. Of,
yeah, I've got that now.
Yeah,
I've got it.
Nice transfers as well. Did you get the replacement discs?
I need to. Is this for the end of time? Is it?
Yeah, I need to get it as well. I haven't done it. I've heard about it, so I need to get that sorted out.
I need to get that sorted. I did watch the end time again because I wanted to watch it. It's still, to be honest, it's not a bad story. End of time.
The End of Time it's a fan pleasing one. It gives Tennant his due. Really is emotional near the end where he says goodbye to everybody.
Yeah, exactly. Because I feel like the 14th Doctor is just like another. I think he just came back for Donna. It's what it was. It was time to sort. But the thing with Donna is that I don't like how they got rid of the whole meta crisis thing. Like, let's just give it away.
Well, like, another thing is the Timeless Child is still relevant.
Oh, fuck you now. This is me, right? I literally wiped the whole Timeless Child thing out of my mind. I just think like, oh look, the Doctor's from somewhere, right? But I don't want it to be from a different freaking universe. If he's from bloody Corn or something like that, that's even more better. But like,
yeah,
you can't just keep changing the whole reality and what Doctor Who used to be.
For me, Doctor Who finished Peter Capaldi's last episode. Is it Twice Upon a Time or something?
Yeah, and I think what should have happened is David should have came back then, and they should have done those 3 specials, then ended off. That's what they should have done. They would have worked really, really well.
I don't think the new series is going to hit it off. I don't. I think we're going to see even worse ratings than the Jodie Whittaker era. The Disney Plus stuff abroad might lift it up a bit, but they even said themselves if it weren't for Disney, it would have been axed.
I've got nothing wrong with Shooty Gatwa and everything. I think he could be really good, but like, I feel like his Doctor's like going towards it. You still feel like, oh, am I watching Jodie all over again?
I think he should be a bit more serious, a bit more threatening, a bit more. Because when he was a bit serious in that the final of the Tennant specials, I thought he was pretty good. I think they all try to be like Tennant, and I think that's the wrong thing to do. I think we need a bit of difference in personality. We've had some very cheery ones. We need to go back to a bit more dark, mysterious, sort of absent to humans. Be a bit more like Peter Capaldi. and watch as their character gets a bit more in depth. Because Peter Capaldi, when he comes in, I wasn't a big fan of him. I thought he was very distant to the companion, but as he got through, he kind of lightened up, and I really enjoyed him. And now watching series, is it 8 to 10? I think he's great. I think he's hugely underrated.
Yeah, because he's actually like what the Doctor is supposed to be. Like, you feel like, oh, you're going back to feel like he's got that bit of William Hartnell in him. So he was actually like dead serious. The only thing what really put us off about it is like when they turned him into a bloody rock star.
That's more down to him being a rock star in real life because he is a musician. But some of the rhetoric from Russell T Davies and Shooty has been a bit off-putting, I've heard. They said that if you don't like it, don't watch. I don't know.
Like how we're supposed, like I was saying, how are you supposed to say that we don't like it and don't watch, right? If we haven't even seen the episode ourselves yet, so it's like it's coming out in about, I think it was like 2 weeks.
What it is fans are worried. Fans have seen the Whittaker era and they didn't like where it went, so they're still sitting up a little bit unsure because a lot of people weren't too keen on Matt Smith when he first started, and then when he started, people liked him.
Yeah. Because I think people are just like getting way too critical on stuff. Basically it's the internet what pretty causes all of this. So it's like snowflakes, all this stuff. Like you haven't even given the dude the chance. You're having a go at him for no reason, right? And this is the first like only gay man who is also a person of color playing the Doctor, right? But that's not going to change the Doctor who he is because you know he's got a love for River Song. You know he's got his granddaughter Susan, which should have came back for the 60th. That was the perfect time they should have done it. Didn't do it.
As long as we got good written characters and interesting storylines, that's the main thing. But I do feel like we could be going back to the Whittaker era where we're having a little bit less of that. But we'll have to wait and see because we've just seen trailers.
And it's just like the trailers are like, why would you put? I like how like they decided to put like was it the David Bowie song in it? I think it was Changes. I was like, what the hell?
Cheesy. It was cheesy as heck.
It should have, because if you look back during like all the trailers like in like Matt Smith's era, Peter Capaldi's era, those adverts were really good advertising, right? You're getting brand new merchandise everywhere. Everything was going crazy. The trailers were great because they were suspenseful, and that's what you wanted. But now everything has to be so beat. And I think what I'm learning from it, I think they're trying to turn Doctor Who in more of a comedy than a serious show.
What do you think of Russell T Davies's changes of Davros?
To be honest, right? Like, I'm very interested in seeing like where this new Davros is going to go, but like, don't change on what the character is supposed to be. It's got nothing to do with people who are disabled, right? This dude is a freaking killing machine. He invented the world's like dangerous weapon in the history of the universe. So basically, right? He deserved to be as a cyborg, which he is a cyborg, because with all the experiments he ended up doing himself.
He's centuries old as well, isn't he?
Yeah, centuries old. So basically, he's not practically human, is he? Well, not practically. So, you know, Khaled, he's not really a Khaled, isn't he? So basically, he's just destroyed himself.
I think, like, before he like turned into the Davros we know, like doing a prequel story of how he came to be. It's a cool idea. It is. It's a cool idea. But Davros is iconic for the way that he looks. A foreboding figure, a very powerful figure. I don't think anybody's really said like we've had issues with it, but I do find it odd that he said that he has issues with it, and yet he did bring Davros back himself.
Exactly. So I don't know why he's complaining about saying that the character's disabled, right? I've seen like YouTube videos, like Faris and stuff, who said that I've had his opinions on it, and because he's in a wheelchair himself, and he said that it hasn't got nothing to do that he's in a bloody wheel, that he's in a wheel that Ross is in a wheelchair. He's not in a wheelchair. It's a bloody machine. It's half a Dalek's mechanical machine. So basically, it's mechanical. So it's got nothing. It's got nothing to do with it.
What about John Lumick from the first Cyberman episode with David Tennant? He was in a wheelchair, weren't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because people who are in wheelchair can be evil as well, right?
Is very, very good character, very well written.
And not written by Russell as well, because the Rise of Cybermen and Age of Steel were really good. Was a really good storyline, right? Parallel universe. But the problem I'm having with the Cybermen is they don't get their own solo stories anymore, and that's what the Master did to them, because they keep coming back when the Master shows up, and I was like, it's
also think Doctor Who doesn't take risks anymore. They don't kill off characters. They don't really put a lot of threat into it anymore. It feels very, very sort of safe. It is. I know it's a family show. I know it's primarily aimed at kids, but majority of kids don't watch the show anymore. A lot of people who watch it are people like you and me who grew up with the New Who era, and people who are in their 40s over who watched Doctor Who when it first came out. And if you alienate your fan base that has been there for years, then you're not going to win them back.
Well, looking from it now, I doubt they'll be able to win them back. I feel like the specials when they came out last year, I thought like, yeah,
they didn't do very well. They didn't do very well, viewing figure wise.
It should what should have been if you're bringing a new variation of what the 14th Doctor is with David Tennant. I think 3 specials wasn't really enough because it's not exactly the same. There's
the Christmas special didn't do very well. Apparently, it was the second lowest rated Christmas special in terms of viewing figures.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like David should have stayed for the Christmas special.
There was too much hype build up for it, too much waiting for it. That's another thing. They kept it going on and on, nearly 2 years, drip feeding information. And whilst I did like the episodes, I'd have liked a little bit more. I'd have liked a little bit more of the Toy Maker. I thought he was going to be the whole villain for the arc of the 3 episodes, but he wasn't.
That's what I was thinking. And I thought like, you know, I'm going to say now, beat the mate. I thought he was one of the Toy Maker's henchmen. I was like, okay, that would have made more sense. Like, you know, I was like, I'm going to until I contact the boss, and then that means with the boss, that could have been the Toy Maker, but not.
They all essentially felt like filler episodes, and they all should have been big, high stakes stuff. And unfortunately, I thought, especially the second one, was filler a lot. There were some good moments in it, but a lot of filler.
I feel like what they should have done, they should have had one more season, like at least 6 episodes of you know, with David. You get to know this new Doctor, and you get to know like the consequences and like what's going to happen to him, and the whole by generation situation. Like that's another thing I don't agree with. All the Doctors are now split up. I was like, what? So
they only done that just to get David Tennant back if it goes sinking again. That's all it is.
Yeah, and then it's just like, to be honest, if I want to go back and watch Doctor Who now, I'll just go back watch stories I haven't even watched yet. I'll go back watch the classic era, and to be honest, I'm having more fun with the classic era than the newer stuff now, because the stories that originally haven't been told within Doctor Who, and to be honest, the monsters and everything, they're more interesting than what you're seeing now, because everything's all CGI, and that's what's going to head. So that's what's going to happen. We're going to have CGI Daleks. We're going to end up having CGI Cybermen. It's gonna happen. They'll stop doing it.
The thing is with Doctor Who, it felt like an event. It felt like Hollywood-like-esque budget for a TV show. It was like when Doctor Who was on, you knew it was like must watch for families, especially for BBC. And now it seems to have forgotten that at all. It could be partly due with budget constraints. I don't think they can afford to make Doctor Who anymore. And this is
No.
mostly due to the BBC license fee, I think.
I must agree, because like ever since they start using the new cinematic cameras and everything, they've spent more money on them than actually getting good stories in, and that's what the importance was. Plus, like getting all costumes, like set pieces and all that kind of stuff, that costs money.
Mm.
As like half the time, I don't think they have time to actually pay half the writers, because I think like Russell himself has dominated the entirety of season one. Never give like brand new things, towards
apparently Moffat's returning to write an episode, I heard.
it's just one episode, and then there's like one episode that's going to be written by Kate Herron, which is going to be interesting, because I know that's the bounty hunter episode looking from it.
Wow.
And but like Russell's literally written like literally most of the majority of season one. So I was like, that's really unfair, because that's not giving the chance for other writers to bring their stories into the show. And that's what the show is supposed to be about. And to be honest, I think he only should written the first episode and the last episode. That's all he had to do, right? Because like looking at Russell's writing now, to be honest, I don't think it was the right time for Russell to come back. It should have been someone else who is a fan of the show, who knows what he's doing. That's what should have happened. No.
My hot take is they should have got Reece Shearsmith and Steve Pemberton to write the series with Mark Gatiss.
Exactly, because I literally went back and rewatched The League of Gentlemen again. My God, that is some of the most great comedy writing you're gonna see, and they can write some really good stuff. Now I'm looking forward to starting there inside number 9.
Yeah, that comes back soon, and that's the final series. That is definitely one of the best things BBC has brought out. Such an original thing that still felt fresh through 9 series.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And
Wow.
I'm looking forward to chatting it now, because I'm really watched this. It's basically like a comedy version of Black Mirror. That's what it is.
Wow. We'll have to get back onto the Doctor Who chat once the series come out and see what our thoughts are like during it. But we have been nattering about Doctor Who for ages.
We'll be here all day. So this is a whole conversation.
Right.
We'll see.
So we have 16 people in the chat watching. So thank you ever so much, everybody. If you want to leave some questions, please do so. And if you haven't subscribed to this chap already, Brian, please go and subscribe to him. He's at the Let's Get Kickin' Pod, and I'll leave a link to his channel in the description after the stream. So let's get on to the comments.
Hey, might as well.
We got Minharju here saying, "How are you? I hope you're well." I'm doing great. I hope you're doing well, Minharju. Are you doing well, Ryan?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How you doing, Minharju, me dude? Haven't seen you for a while. Wonder where you've been.
I've certainly missed his comments.
No.
We've got Jamie here saying, "Can't wait for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes." I know. I cannot.
Bring it on. Bring it on. That is definitely going to be really good, because like I see the trailer's been bombarded now. It's been overused at the cinemas and that. But look no further. Coming out next week. Looking forward for it.
That and Furiosa are my most anticipated films.
Furiosa.
Planet of the Apes and Mad Max are like so quality consistent films. They are very underrated, but they always keep bringing out great entries.
Yeah, I'm looking forward for Furiosa, but I feel like the trailer's been overplayed. Now. I'm sick of seeing the trailer. I just want to see the film.
I'm not sick of seeing Anya Taylor-Joy.
Anya Taylor-Joy. Yeah, you'd be excited.
Literally, they could have the whole previews. Half an hour is just Furiosa. I'll be sitting there happy.
To be like, look, hopefully this is going to be the one Furiosa movie that comes out. If it does, if it comes succeed, you can say more, right? But I'm just ready for the next Mad Max movie. That's what I'm ready for, because I'm hoping after this comes out, I'm hoping let's bring on the bloody wasteland. That's what we've been waiting for. We want Mad Max. Like that should be the next one on George Miller's schedule, because fans have been waiting for so long for Tom Hardy to get back on the role, but you just don't know who can come back. Like,
let's get Mel Gibson back in the role. Come on, let's get him back.
Yeah. What, Mel Gibson?
Walking around with his walking stick.
Yeah, I was still waiting for this Lethal Weapon 5 that's still being working on.
Apparently that's supposed to be coming out this year, but I don't think that's going to happen.
No, that'll be next year. I don't think
it's going to happen. Full stop. They're both way too old for it. Just leave it now. Lethal Weapon series is a pretty consistent little series. I don't think it needs to come back. The fourth one, whilst not amazing, writes everybody out perfectly.
I think it's the same with like Beverly Hills Cop as well, because you got Axel Foley coming out in like, I think it's next month.
I've only seen the first one and I don't like it.
I think people like. I think you got to be in a proper mood. I think it's because like Eddie Murphy. Look, as much as I like Eddie Murphy, it's like it's a trilogy that didn't really need any more sequels. I think it's made for the 80s and the early 90s.
I wouldn't mind watching the second one because it's Tony Scott, and I do think he makes some great films, but this new one doesn't do nothing for me. Naked Gun with Liam Neeson. I can't wait.
Are you looking forward for that, yeah?
Pamela Anderson is going to be in it as well. I just think the casting is so on point there. I have some pretty high hopes for that. I think Neeson needs the career change. Get rid of the action and get into comedy. I think it could work very well. I cannot wait.
To be honest, right? If you look back in, I think it was A Million Ways to Die in the West when he was in that was a really change for him. I think he's so dominant. Look, Liam Neeson is a perfect, actor. He's done so many dramatic roles.
I've seen him in Darkman. He's incredible.
Yeah, he's a cat. Yeah, he was in Darkman. I watched. I think it was Darkman a couple of months ago. Right, and that is so different for the role that he was in. That directed by Sam Raimi as well. It's like kind of like a superhero kind of movie, but I like the thing towards it. And I think Liam Neeson was really good in that. But like, he needs to get out the bloody action role. Like that, he could have done so many great films like throughout the years. But but people like keep pinning him as an action actor. That's why he's been like,
Don't get me wrong, even a bad Liam Neeson action film is still entertaining. They're fun. I like them. But I'd like to see him do something a little bit different for a little while. He deserves it. He's a good actor. And yeah, he needs a bit more love, he does.
Yeah, it's the same I think they need to pack in the Bad Boys movies now, because to be honest, the first one's only the good one.
I haven't even seen the third one. I've seen the first two years ago, but I haven't seen the third one yet. I heard a lot of people like it. The new trailer, I did see it at the cinema.
It's turning. I feel like Bad Boys is literally going to be the next Fast and Furious. That's what's going to happen. It is.
I just feel like Sony are desperate for franchises. The whole Spunk universe.
well, the Spider-Man universe could have pulled Crew and nothing off the schedule.
Well, that's more down to the Karate Kid, the Pilates Kid, whatever it's called. The new one's coming out next year now. That was supposed to come out at Christmas. How the heck was that going to come out at Christmas? They were only just gone into production with that. Don't think we need another Karate Kid. The only good one is the first one and the next Karate Kid with Hilary Swank in it.
I love the Karate Kid. The Karate Kid's one of my favorite movies.
I really like the fourth one. I don't know.
Cobra Kai is a perfect combination. Cobra. If you want to watch like proper good stuff, watch Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai is really,
I did watch the first two episodes. I like it, but I'm not huge into the Karate Kid series But I did like what I watched, so I may give them a watch.
Yeah, you got to be. Yeah, like it is really dominated. You're gonna have to like be a really big fan of the Karate Kid.
Is Hilary Swank in it?
She is not in it yet.
But is she coming?
I'm hoping I hope she's coming because like
You
Hillary
might get me
Swank.
to watch it then. Do they do some tributes to Pat whatever Morari his name is?
Well, Pat Maria, yeah, because
Oh,
the how because they still mention like Mr. Miyagi like all the
oh, he
time.
was the heart and soul of those films, and I
Mhm.
really without him, as much as I like Jackie Chan, it's like he's the heart and soul of those films.
Yeah, but the best thing is like Chris is still in it, so it's not bad. Like
Mm.
that's the main thing. But like for me, I just want to see. I keep saying the same thing, right? About new like projects. To be honest, I'm just want to say like what comes my way because some films that come out now they might be really decent, but you just don't know. Like I went to see
Did you watch Late Night with the Devil?
absolutely brilliant. I saw it on the big screen.
Best film of the year for me. I loved
I
it.
love it. I love it for a film that went on Shudder the same day, right? Absolutely insane. Probably some of the best story like writing and probably one of the better found footage movies that came
Mm.
out.
And you
And
know
like
who did the
literally,
opening voiceover, don't you, for the little history of the main character?
oh shit, who was it again? I can't remember.
Michael Ironside,
And
Starship Troopers.
I know that's it. I thought it was brilliant, and David Damaskian, he was brilliant in the lead role. I didn't know how he hasn't been in the lead role all that time.
Here,
He knocked it out of the park.
here's a hot take for you. David,
Mhm.
whatever his name is, as a Joker.
Oh, that would be really good. That would be really good. Yeah, I feel like he has that. I feel he would be a really, really good villain. He has that like towards him. But I want to see him in like in more like lead roles now because he
Mm,
proved himself he can do it in
mm,
like with Late Night with the Devil, right? I would love to see him in more like little like kind of horror projects like that again with him as the lead
mm.
because he's knocked it out of the park, and it's probably like some of the best horror we've got in a very, very long time.
Did you see Civil War as well?
Oh, I enjoyed it for what it was, right? I wouldn't say it's the biggest like movie of the year because like everyone's being like, oh, it's a very mixed movie. But it is suspenseful as well. Like when those
Jesse
gunshots go
Plemons.
off.
So
Mm, yeah, exactly. I thought Kirsten Dunst was a bit bland in it.
I wasn't keen on her, nor the other girl, Kaylee Spaney. I think the best character in there was probably the old geezer.
Oh, I loved him as a character, mate. I
He's
feel
he's
like,
been in a lot of stuff. He has.
oh yeah, definitely June as well. I
Like,
loved it. I loved him in June.
how you seen this?
The Holdovers. Never watched it yet.
Ah, great film. Definitely, really
Mm.
enjoyed that one.
I tell you
Right,
what.
yeah.
I tell you what. I did enjoy quickly. The First Omen. That's really good.
I've heard some decent things about it. The problem is, it came out the same time as that Sydney Sweeney one, and they're very
Immaculate.
similar.
Yeah. Well, Immaculate. I heard that's going to be decent as well. But I went for go to see the. If I want to see the same story, right? I'll go see the First Omen because as much as I love that series, I had to go see it. Right? I'll
Mm.
get around watching Immaculate, but like I'm not. I'm not really a big fan of Sydney Sweeney. So like,
What?
oh my god.
You're not a fan of Sydney Sweeney? I can think of
Well,
two. I can think of two reasons.
one, you've probably seen her in Euphoria. Is that one of them? I've seen her. I've
Haven't
seen a
you seen
scene.
that Saturday Night Live skit? You'll like her then.
Like and then I had to bloody look, man, right? I got forced to go see Madame Web, and I thought she was shit in that.
Oh, but anyone but you's supposed to be great in it. I really want to see her in that.
Well, what Madame Web?
No, anyone but you.
Oh, anyone but you. Oh,
Yeah,
right,
with
okay,
Glenn
okay.
Powell, whatever his name is.
Some random dude.
random dude. He was the one out of Top Gun Maverick. I think he's great. I think he's going to be the next sort of Ryan Gosling or something as a Hollywood leading star.
Yeah, he could do, but I didn't even know half the new actors are coming out these days.
But as you were saying about the first Omen, I've heard good things about it, and I do think it's probably the year of 20th Century Fox with that. Deadpool 3 was the end of the Fox Marvel universe, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and Alien Romulus. That looks brilliant. That does.
Alien, it looks with Fede Alvarez, like going back to these horror roots, definitely much better.
Oh, it's great. I cannot wait. It's going to be practical. It with that 1 minute trailer, it showcased dread and fear, and feels like you've been transported back to the 70s with the original Alien. So I can't wait.
Yeah, I think we haven't had like a proper like Alien film for so many years. After like I'm going to say the devastation, the devastation of Covenant when that came out.
Oh, that was awful. I like Prometheus. I didn't mind that.
Prometheus was good, but like, I don't think we needed a continuation. I think I like the way Prometheus was going, and then I wanted the xenomorphs to be mysterious. I wanted to keep that mystery towards it, because I feel like it's much better that way. And I'm looking forward to seeing where it's going, you know. But I would love to see Fede Alvarez do more horror in the future, because I don't think he's that good when it comes to the girl with the dragon tattoo series. So the girl in the spider's web, totally a load of shit.
Wow, we are an hour behind in the comments, so let's get going through some more comments.
Yeah, let's get cracking.
We got on a tangent about all stuff, but here we go. We got Sai here saying, "Hi Pete, how are you, my friend? I'm doing good, thanks, Sai. Hope you're doing well. I hope you enjoyed Boy Kills World with Sam, and I think you're off to the cinema again today. So I hope you have a great time, mate. Great to see you here."
I saw that today.
What, Boy Kills World?
Boy Kills World. Yeah, I went to see that today. The story's all over the place. It is.
The action is quite fun. I do like the cast. I think it's a solid first go, and I think a sequel could be pretty fun.
I feel like it probably would be better on a second watch, but I feel like, you know, it's not exactly a film that you would see at the cinema. I feel like it's something you watch as a direct-to-video kind of movie, and I feel that way. And I'm glad it is something different. It's got enough. I wouldn't say. I'm glad it's not like that John Wick kind of action movie, and it's pretty different. Plus, it's a different kind of role for Bill Skarsgård as well, which I really enjoy, which I really like.
And also, you got The Crow coming later this year, which I think the trailer looks pretty darn good.
Looks shit.
When the image came out, I was like, this looks pretty bad. But the trailer, wow, that looks not too bad. I'm not a huge fan of the original Crow. I think it's just fine, so probably that's why. But you weren't a big fan of it.
I've got the graphic novel upstairs. I'll read that instead. But that's just my opinion on that.
Oh, what was I going to say? With Boy Kills World, Signature Entertainment has sent me a T-shirt. Well, it's a yellow T-shirt with Boy Kills World on it. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, they got a free T-shirt then. That's a benefit out of it.
They gave me a screener for it, and I really did enjoy it. But shame you didn't love it as much as I did. But I do think a sequel could be pretty good.
Yeah, I'll still watch it. I'll see if the sequel you don't know, sequels can be much better, because like sometimes the first movies can be absolutely mediocre, but the second movie can always be better. They've done that with many film series throughout the years. Well, nothing wrong with that.
Well, yeah, I know a sequel that's just as good as the original that never gets the love it deserves. Speed 2.
Oh fuck! Really, Pete? Really? Every single time when you see Sandra Bullock on that bloody boat, with Matt Dillon.
It's great. I have a blast with it. Not as good as the first, but still a solid 3 out of 5 film.
I'm happy that I turned it off like within like the first 10 minutes.
I was expecting it to be bad. I watched it and I was like, this is great. Give me a 4K. Disney, if you're watching, give me a 4K steelbook with the first one.
That is definitely something I would not do a double bill and do.
I tell you what, Disney, why don't you do this? Do a 4K limited edition box set with a replica of the ship going into the harbour at the end of the film. And you have a
Oh my God. If you want to watch
and why don't you just pop a couple little figures of UB40 as well so we can leave them stranded on the ship?
Or if you want to watch a better film that is set on a boat, watch Under Siege.
No. Watch Under Siege 2. It's much better.
Oh, my Christ's sake. Or, even better, watch The Hunt for Red October. That's even better.
I tell you what is a fun one on a ship. Deep Rising.
Oh, I need to say that. There's another one I need
That
to say.
is a banger. It's on Disney Plus if you haven't got a physical of it. It is great. Directed by the guy who did The Mummy, Stephen Sommers, I think. Really good. Really good film.
Hey, I look forward to chatting now. So, hey, nothing wrong with that.
We got Minhaja here saying, Pete, dude, you have really been missed. Oh, thanks ever so much, mate. I've really missed chatting to everybody as well. Been wanting to do it for a little while, but just wanted to feel in the right mood to do it. Yeah. So we have Sinjin here said, I heard the original Fall Guy, Lee Majors, has a cameo. That alone will make me want to watch it. Yeah, I've heard he has a cameo in it, and no doubt we'll get quite a few other cameos as well. It looks like a fun film. We've seen so many trailers of it. I'm ready for it now. I'm ready for it to come out ages ago.
Yeah, I am going to go say I might see it next week because Star Wars is coming out on Friday, so I'll be seeing that. Enough, it's only going to cost us $5.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. I want to go and see it again. Phantom Menace. I think it's a decent film. It gets too much hate.
It is. It's underrated. It doesn't get as much hate as it does. Like,
do you like Jar Jar?
What, Jar Jar Binks? That little bastard. He doesn't bother us anymore. Like, to be honest,
he's
like,
harmless. Never
he's just
minded him.
Like the actor who voiced Jar Jar when they gave him redemption when Mandalorian came out. Oh man, he's absolutely brilliant. He should have been a Jedi from the start. Like, he should have had that. He was absolutely brilliant. You'll never see any great action-packed Star Wars scenes like that again. Like, but without further ado, because I'll be going on. We'll be going on about Star Wars next, so that'll be us.
Yeah. We've got Minhaju says, "Are you watching Knuckles and Fallout?" I've seen Fallout. I think it's great.
Fallout's great.
The characters are great, and it's better than the games.
And to be honest, you don't have to play the games to understand what's going on, because a friend of mine, they said, "Oh, I have to play the games before I watch the series." No,
games ain't got much story to them anyway. There's a few elements from them, but that's about it.
Yeah, it's like they made their own story for it, right? And Walter Goggins, who plays the ghoul,
he steals the show. He does.
I love him. I love him. All the hate that's coming from Maximus, I don't even know why.
He's got hate, really.
Yeah, he's got absolute hate because people are saying he's like one of the most like dullest characters. Guys, right? It's only the first season. Like, not every character is going to stand out straight away, right?
He's fine. He's likable. He seems like a really nice character. He kind of reminds me a bit of Finn from Star Wars. A lot of promise for future series, because where the series ends off, his character's at an interesting proposition, isn't he?
Yeah. Plus, it is hinting at New Vegas as well. So that's
and also the leading female girl. She's great. She's great. I liked her a lot. She's very endearing, and it's nice to watch her character grow as she goes through the wasteland.
And that last episode though was so powerful, so powerful.
Yeah, it is a fantastic show. If you haven't seen it, if you haven't even played the games, just watch it. It's great TV. I probably would even say I kind of preferred it to The Last of Us because it does its own thing. The Last of Us is still following that sort of narrative whilst doing a few little bit things different. As for Knuckles, I am 4 episodes in. It's harmless fluff. It's a lot of fun. It's stupid. It's not as good as the Sonic films. It's just a fun
Yeah,
diversion.
yeah. Like not every like like TV show that's related to like a video game franchise and stuff like that. It's not going to be the same. Like everything can be a bit different. Like Knuckles himself, right? He was more. If you are going to have an in separate product and everything, yeah, better off to have like a comedy kind of show, that kind of thing. It's not going to be
And
like the whole.
also, you don't need to watch it if to enjoy Sonic 3. It's just a side story. Nothing of it is going to lead to Sonic 3. So that's good. And it's only about 3 hours long. Episodes only about 20, 25 minutes
Watch
each.
it in a day.
So it's a fun afternoon watch. Sinjin says Mad Max 2 is stunning on 4K. I have seen some comparison videos and they do look nice. These are really nice.
Yeah, I've seen those editions. How much are they selling for? 20 quid.
30 quid they were, now they're 15.
Because I've got a 4K TV now.
How you know?
Well, it's in the safe room, but I need to get a 4K player. So I guess who's going to be starting collecting 4K soon?
No,
Hey,
you use a PS5 as well. You get a PS5 and it'll double up.
I could do, you know, but I'll have to try find 500 quid somewhere.
Mm.
That's the problem. You can easily get like a 4K player for like at least 200, 300 quid.
Yeah, we picked up a good one from Amazon for about 150 quid. It's a good quality picture. Danny says, how are you all doing? Doing great, mate. I hope you're doing well, my friend. And Hardry says, Fallout was great. Knuckles, a bit iffy, but I've seen the first episode. It was okay, yeah. Problem is with Knuckles, you can't go in expecting something like Fallout. It's light fluff, and it exceeds in what it does. Some funny lines, very good production values. It looks as good as the films, but it isn't going to set the world alight.
Hopefully it doesn't end up like Disney, which is the main thing.
Sai says, went to see Commando last night with Sammy G. It was great seeing it on the big screen. Oh, what a fantastic film. I love
would
that.
love to see that on the big screen. Yeah, because that Masters where I wanted to go, and I said like I can't because by the time I get out, I'll have to try find a way to get back home because transport is stupid. If you go in
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, I do love the bit in the airplane. He's, oh, do not wake my friend. He's dead tired.
I remember that scene.
Oh, remember when I killed you? When I said I'd kill you last? I lied.
Oh shit! I can't do it anymore. Remember when I used to do like the Arnie impressions and stuff. Like I used to be really good at it, but now it's just literally it's gone. I don't
Have you seen True Lies? Have you seen True Lies?
Yeah, of course I've seen True Lies. What are you talking about? I saw that years ago.
That's fun. The bit at the end when he says, "You're fired."
Yeah, because oh my god, that whole like that whole like lap dancing scene with Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you do. Oh my god, that was like some of the best freaking dancing she must have done in her life because she was fucking fit in that film.
Have you not seen Perfect from the 80s with her and Johnny T?
No, I have not.
Well, if you like that, you get a lot more and a younger Jamie Lee Curtis.
Hey, what you're talking about? I've seen a lot of Jamie Lee Curtis. Remember Trading Places when Yeah, you see a lot. You do see a chest area in that. So
well, just give us a sec. Got to plug the computer in. I'll be back in a second.
Dun dun dun. I saw that message, Nige. I saw what you said. Hey. Do. Mm-hmm. My mate, just notifications on my phone. Right, let's see where everyone's tagging. Let's see. God, we are way behind. Do.
I'm back.
Oh God.
I know I'm back. Yeah, I know. Hang on, you can't see me. I'm just a dot. Oh, there you go. That's better.
Oh, there we go. Now you can see it. I was just like, I was gonna read one of my. I'm getting tongue twister. Right.
You were tongue fisted. Wait.
Oh, tongue twisting. What are you talking about? Tongue twisting? I didn't say that.
Oh,
Tongue
it sounded
twisting.
like. Oh, that's better. Tongue twisting. Nice.
Yeah, that's just me. I was like getting confused in my own freaking words as normal. Aye. Yeah, I was just about to read Merman Hardwell's comment there saying, "Have you seen Godzilla X Kong?"
I haven't seen it yet, but he loves it. Best favorite from the year. Can't wait to get it on physical. But next up is Deadpool Wolverine. Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
You liked
I
it,
feel
Ron?
I feel like Godzilla. Yeah, I enjoyed it for what it was. I don't think Godzilla should have been in it for. Though it should have been a Kong film mostly. It's preferred to be that way, but Godzilla, I feel like he's just there. He's just doing nothing. Like, you know,
Did you see -1?
-1's fucking better. Is much better, totally much better.
It's what these Hollywood Godzilla films should be. Not a lot of Godzilla, but a good story.
Yeah, different. Yeah, I feel like the making Godzilla more of a hero. He's not a hero. He's like every other, kaiju's. He kills people, destroys things. I've seen the original Godzilla film, right? And it's really good. And you show the destruction like as much and what Godzilla can do, right? So basically, I'm glad they went back to form, like on what they've done with the original film. And and to be honest, I totally prefer him as a villain than a hero.
Yeah. So next up, we have Andy here from Forgotten World of Movies. Hey, Pete. Hi, Andy. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Thanks for joining. We've got Sinjin saying, I see you got a new headset there, Pete. Yeah. I'll show you what it is. I actually got the box set. It's the PlayStation 3D Pulse sets. They're really good. Yeah, it's very two-tone. Might actually do some gaming streams of me playing some latest PlayStation 5 games. Might do that. And Hardrew says, Pete, can I give you a recommendation? Was wondering, would you get Bramble the Mountain King on PS5? Looking to get myself soon. I also want to get Destroy All Humans, the first one, and the original Medieval. Medieval's great, well worth picking up. Destroy All Humans, a lot of fun, very un-PC, but it's a blast. Haven't actually heard of Bramble the Mountain King. Have you, Ryan?
Bramble? What?
Yeah.
Bramble the Mountain?
No, it isn't about Wilfred Bramble from Steptoe's son.
Imagine it was. It would have been a more interesting game.
Well, apparently it's quite a good game and it's got some high reviews, so I'll have to have a look into that. Minhaju, thank you for the recommendation. I did get another game the other day. Banishers, Ghost of New Eden.
Never even heard of it.
It's supposed to be quite a good one.
Why is it? I don't play much games anymore now.
Ain't you? Oh.
Well, no.
The new RoboCop game is fantastic.
Bloody hell. I didn't even know it even came out until I found out last week.
I got it and pretty much 100% it in a week. I was just playing with a huge, great big smile on my face, shooting, hearing the classic lines. Oh, it's so much fun. It is. Highly recommended.
It says, may I refuse to play the new Suicide Squad game.
Oh, I ain't even bothered with that. I'll get it when it's cheap. I'm not going to bother.
I've got it for a tenner.
Pardon?
I've got it for a tenner because I've got it on PC. So
Well, you got it for a tenner. What's it like?
I haven't even played it yet.
Shall I tell you something? I think Marvel's Avengers was probably better.
Even though as much as like how hard the strategy and the controls is on that game, it is a bit more decent, right? Even though you can't be Guardians of the Galaxy though, and how much that game's freaking brilliant, it's so
Guardians
much
of
fun.
the Galaxy is fantastic. One of the most underrated games of the last generation.
Yeah. I'm definitely hoping to make a sequel to that because
Not
I think
going to happen. Not going to happen. Studio's been shifted over to a different part of company now, been sold off. Square Enix ain't doing those games anymore because it's cost too much. Lost them loads of money, Marvel's Avengers did. So we have Slipknot fan here saying, hello, everybody. Hello, Slipknot fan. Thank you for joining. We have AJ here saying, thanks, Pete. Anytime for a live, mate. Brilliant. I definitely will be inviting you onto a future stream, AJ. Be great to chat with you and chat to you about Doctor Who, as he's a fellow Doctor Who fan. We've got Minhaju here saying, what's your thoughts on Mufasa, the Lion King trailer? I don't trust Disney in that, man, but I'm a little curious about it as it's an untold story. I take it, but it should have been called Lion King 2 Simba's Pride, considering Kiara's in it. I couldn't care less. I thought the remake was awful. It lacked the heart, the soul of the original. Some of the songs was all right, but it was way too long. They added too much rubbish to it. Keep with the animated originals. Not fussed at all. What about you, Brian?
I don't even freaking see it. I don't really care. There's only one Lion King movie that came out in the 90s, and that was brilliant. So
yeah, I agree.
Why do I need to know more about Mufasa?
Why do we need a prequel to it? Why do we need this is the problem with modern day Hollywood. There's so many of these prequels to characters. They don't need to be. Never have I watched Lion King and said, oh, I'd like to know more about Mufasa. Maybe about Scar, because he is quite an interesting villain, but that's about it.
Yeah, and plus, who did the voice for Scar again? Was it Alec Whitman?
Jeremy Irons.
Why didn't they get Jeremy Irons back in the? No, they didn't, did it? Someone else did it.
Got Sai here saying, watch Boys Kill World this afternoon. It was okay, but the shaky handheld camera action scenes gave me a headache. Yeah, definitely very like the Bourne films with the shaky camera. I can definitely understand that, mate.
I hear the Bourne films. Probably because the stories are too boring.
You don't like the Bourne films?
No.
Oh, the original trilogy are great.
No. Well, no, because Matt Damon's playing the role. I don't like Matt Damon. I think Matt Damon's boring as hell.
The fourth one is dreadful.
Are you talking about Bourne Legacy or Jason Bourne?
Bourne Legacy.
They wasted Jeremy Renner in that film, to be honest. Jeremy Renner is not a bad actor.
I didn't mind Jason Bourne. It was fine, but it wasn't needed. We got Minhaju saying, Pete, do you reckon Sonic 3 and Mufasa are competing? They're both out the same day. Well, I know what I'd rather see: Sonic 3 times than Mufasa.
Mufasa can just start off because, like, if it came out next, that's not going to be very good because Avatar 3's coming out next year, and then you got Karate Kid. I don't know, that's going out different.
Well, I heard that when Sonic 3 announced its date, James Cameron shit himself and delayed Avatar a year.
Well, so it basically was Sonic who kicked it out of the park because people were going to see Sonic more.
Well, yeah. James Cameron apparently thought, like, we can't go up against him. We can't go up against Sonic. Who they want to watch? Blue Smurfs in Space or the Blue Blur? Sonic all the way.
Definitely Sonic. I'm looking forward to seeing who was it again? Jim Carrey finally going to enter the fat suit. That's going to be brilliant.
Keanu Reeves as Shadow.
I was like, that's brilliant.
Like, I heard about that a couple of weeks ago. I was like, really? If this could happen, it'd be great. And then the news broke.
Yeah, because people like were previously fan
Hayden
casting.
Christensen.
Yeah, Hayden Christensen. Not like, oh, that would have been interesting.
Hmm.
But I think Kenai Reeves will probably give it a bit more darkness to it, which I'm
Yeah.
hoping. And he's finally doing a villain role instead of playing the hero.
It would seem this year movies release one trailer was all we need. Sonic 3 teaser or full trailer. I think we're going to get a teaser for Sonic very soon. It wouldn't surprise me if we get one probably next month, because we've got one for Mufasa teaser, so we'll probably get one for Sonic as well, as they're coming out at the same time. Minhaju says he loves me. Love you too, Minhaju.
Awesome.
Minhaju says, "Oh yeah, I'm so down for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, so it's going to be interesting for sure. But be careful, Pete. The spoilers are out. I dodged them." Wow.
I haven't seen any spoilers for it because
I haven't.
I
I
don't
don't think
follow
there's a
any.
lot you can spoil with a Planet of the Apes film, really. With Deadpool, I'm going to be wary because of obviously who's going to be in it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's about it.
Yeah, because everyone will be thinking like every freaking Fox character is gonna be in it. Like, no, they're not. Don't get too like hype with everyone getting too overhyped when Multiverse of Madness came out. So
That is
like,
worry. Long as some of the original X-Men come in, I'm happy.
yeah, I'm hoping Wolverine will get killed off that version because like there's no way Hugh Jackman's gonna do it. But Deadpool's gonna continue with Ryan Reynolds because it makes more sense. So
We got Slipknot fans saying, Pete, what's the funniest movie you've seen in cinemas? For me, it was Step Brothers starring John C. Reilly and Will Ferrell. Scene of them singing Boats and Hoes was especially funny. I haven't actually seen many comedies in the cinema. The only comedy I've seen in the cinema is, you won't believe it, but Joyride. It was a scene and screen unseen, and didn't know what it was. A lot of people. The rumors was it was going to be Joyride or Strays. I was hoping it was Strays, but it was Joyride, and I thought, all right, Joyride, it could be quite good. Opening was funny, and then it started. I was, oh my god, what the heck is this?
too much drugs.
People were laughing like heck. Somebody was choking because it was so funny. I was like, is this supposed to be funny? Because this isn't. I want to watch Strays as well. What a pile of crap.
To be honest, like modern comedy does not do anything. I don't go see a comedy unless it's like if I'm going to see a classic one. So
comedies are very hit and miss because it's very subjective. Comedy is subjective, and
it's very critical now, comedy, because everyone takes offense over everything.
I'll tell you something. If they showed South Park bigger, longer, uncut in cinemas, I'd go and see that.
They have, up here. The View had it on, but unfortunately it was like 7 o'clock. It was like a 10 o'clock show, and I was like,
getting a 4K release as well.
I know that's definitely needs a re-show on that. I love bigger, long, and uncut. It's absolutely funny, and to be honest, right, the songs are absolutely funny as hell, and it just makes totally sense for that film. Like, but I don't think they're doing very good at the little short films they're doing, like the 50-minute ones.
Oh, none of them are any good. None of them have been good.
I don't mind post-COVID because I think post-COVID made more sense with
I've seen that one. I've seen the Cred one and the other one that they did.
Oh, freaking Shred! And the Shroom Wars and that.
Might have been the Disney Plus one.
The street.
Pandaverse. Pandaverse.
Oh, the Pandaverse. That's what they polished it. You need to watch post-COVID. It's even more funnier. Yeah. They need to make a new. I want a new. To be honest, I think they need to work on new projects because, like, I think they have so many time on their hands that they could do. I would rather see them do another Team America than any more South Park.
Hey, something. Give us another Bob's Burgers movie. That was good.
I love Bob's Burgers. I love that film.
A movie. was a delight.
Plus, the songs in the film weren't right in your faces as well.
No.
They're in the right, and they're in the right spaces at the right time.
Give us another Simpsons movie. That was all right.
I love the Simpsons movie. I thought it's fun. That's literally going back to 19 Simpsons right there. And look at it now, still going and shit.
Wow.
I know you missed the Simpsons.
We got Minhaju here, says we even just got a full trailer a couple of minutes ago. So stay from it. I'm sure the whole movie will be in that trailer. He says, have you seen Abigail? It was great fun. Wow, loved Melissa Barrera and Abigail's performance. Their chemistry was good. Dan Stevens was great too. Haven't seen it, but I've heard some positive things. Have you seen it, Ryan?
Seen it. Yeah, I've seen it last week. Absolutely. I enjoyed it for what it was. It's not the best thing you're gonna see. Like, it's not like going to be the masterpiece, like, but it's a really fun movie. It's a really fun.
That's good to hear. That's what it needs to be.
It's it's funny in some places, right? But somehow, like, it went from being a vampire horror movie into an action film. Like later on in the film, it's like just you'll love it, Pete. But it's definitely not going to be one of the best horrors of the year. That's what I'm going to say. Late Night with the Devil is.
Yeah.
Right? That's
what you're shadow of a doubt. We've got Nanette's Blood Rose Horror Nightmare saying hello, everyone. Hello, Nanette.
Hello, Nanette.
Any new horror films you look forward to this year? The Watchers, Long Legs, Trap Tarot, Cuckoo, Speak No Evil, Never Let Go, Smile sequel, any of these? I don't know until I see the trailer.
All right, a minute. Smile 2 can sod off because that is a whole pile of shit.
You didn't like the first one, like Nige. You didn't like it.
No,
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
It's a rip off that It Follows. It's basically the same formula.
But then It Follows 2 as well.
What? What we got?
They're doing a sequel to It Follows.
Didn't you know? Right.
Didn't you know?
I didn't know.
Oh wow, it's happening.
Trap? What the hell's Trap? It's like, speaking of evil, I do know about that. Cuckoo?
Tarot, I've seen that one. When we went to see Late Night with the Devil, it showed Tarot. That looks very typical stuff.
It's like a rip-off, innit? It's like a rip-off to Urban Legend.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking for it.
There's one with a giant spider. That looks horrific.
What Sting? That bloody Sting.
Terrifying.
That looks shit. I'm sorry, but I don't give a shit about spider movies, right?
As someone who's petrified of spiders, I had to close my eyes during the trailers. Awful.
Like, to be honest, I'm more interested in going to see The Strangers, right? That's what I'm looking forward for, right? Because I'm sick of, because there's people going on about The Strangers saying that this looks exactly the same as the original. It's supposed to be exactly the same.
It's prequel, isn't it?
It's not a prequel.
Isn't it?
No, it's like a new trilogy. It's like
all 3 of them coming out this year as well.
What's coming out?
There's 3 of The Strangers. They're doing 3 films.
Oh yeah. I think one a year would have just been fine for me. It's like you don't need it. Like, what happens if the sequels? You don't even know like how the first one's gonna plan out. If it's just like exactly the first one. But to be honest, I'm not really looking forward to any more horror films this year anyway. I'm just like, I'm just saying, this looks like a whole pile of shit. What? It's just like modern horror doesn't really.
There you go. This will be an interesting horror film, I think. Alien Romulus.
Yeah. We were talking about this earlier. I'm looking forward for that. I thought it's like when you see like one of the freaking Deadites. I'm getting mixed up with freaking Evil Dead Day. When you see what one of the face huggers jump out, but I think there was like a freaking tentacle coming out of some woman's gob. I feel like I was like, fucking hell, that's freaking great. That's you got some great effects in there. So
can't wait.
It's something that's going to be very, very interesting.
Completely agree with you there, Slipknot fan. Awesome show.
I love it. I'm on the 2nd season now.
Hey, Marvel fan. Hope you're doing well, mate.
Hey, man.
Minyaji says, hi, Ryan.
Hey, Arjo.
He says, I know you're busy, but it's nice to see you back.
Yeah,
Nice.
I know. Yeah, I'm back. Well, I'm not back. I'm just like, I just came on because Pete Sanders like, oh, I might as well come on for a bit. See what's people been up to.
Got Dalboy saying, well, there are 2 reprobates I like to see. Have fun, guys, and keep up the good work. Salute and Excelsior. Hey, Dalboy, hope you're doing well, my friend.
Thanks, Del.
Thanks for joining. Nanette says, I grew up watching X-Men and reading their comic books. I wouldn't mind reading some more comic books about them.
I've got plenty upstairs. I've got Days of
90s
Future
Spider-Man
Past.
cartoon as well. That was a banger.
Ooh, with me, I mostly grew up with the 90s Spider-Man series
right.
more than X-Men. Yeah, I was about to say.
We've got Dalboy here saying, in this case, I think Ryan is in the wrong. Real long play fans wanted a company like Marvel to tell a story like the comic books and not the convoluted, interconnected mess we got.
Well, in my opinion, it doesn't say I am wrong. Like in my opinion, I think they should save Galactus as a big, massive Avengers threat villain. That's what I was saying, because it would have worked much better, right? And then you got all load of like different villains that they could use for the Fantastic Four movie, right? Because I don't know like what else I can put towards that, because I haven't really dived into the whole world of Fantastic Four yet within the comics. I don't know like every single villain, because I'm used to Spider-Man, Batman, all that kind of stuff. I know the lore and stuff, but Fantastic Four, I'm just saying, do something new with it.
Well, we're about an hour and 20 minutes behind in the comments. Hordes to get through, so we're going to get through the comments real quick now.
Yeah, because I'm going full nerd now. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to have my tea in a bit as well. I'm starting to feel a bit hungry. I often see... Pardon, what did you say?
I've got mine eaten now. It's in the microwave.
Oh. Slipknot fan says, I often see Pascal in those Calistro del Diablo adverts. Oh, for the red wine. Nice.
Oh, yeah, I've seen them.
Danny says, right on, Del Boy. Marvel brought out too much stuff from the late 2016 onwards, like Miss Marvel and Lady Thor. It's too much just to do a simple story like the coming of Galactus told in the 60s style. Yeah. Sorry says, first thing I saw Pedro Pascal in was a few episodes of The Mentalist. Also, he had a small cameo role in the Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That's the most common thing.
I didn't know who it was. I haven't even bloody what. I've
seen the first. He looks young there.
Oh, well, I haven't seen much of Buffy. I've only seen the first season. I fucking loved it, and I haven't even got around watching the rest of it yet.
Dalboy saying hi, Danny, and he says he would rather have a hedgehog pushed up my arsenal than watching a singing doctor. Woke crap. Yep.
Then watch a singing Doctor. Oh, just going back to Doctor Who now, is it?
I know. He said like, "Oh, this Doctor's going to be brilliant. He's going to have loads of singing, dancing routine." No, just no.
We don't want that. We don't want that. We just want to start a good story.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Sin says I stopped watching Doctor Who before Matt Smith left, and I'm glad I did. Yeah, I can agree there.
Look at us, we're still watching it.
And Hardry says, don't forget, Blade and Thunderbolts are coming out next year. Blade keeps getting delayed. Whether it'll come next year, I don't know. Thunderbolts could be okay.
Thunderbolts is supposed to be like an event, like an Avengers threat kind of movie. That's what it's saying it's supposed to be. But like, I didn't even want it. No one was asking it.
He says, my opinion, don't need a Thunderbolts film.
Exactly.
Who knows about the Thunderbolts? That's the thing.
First time I've heard of it.
Hopefully it'll be like Guardians of the Galaxy, comes out of nowhere and be a delight, but I'm not too fussed about it. Minhaju says Galactus is the main big bad for the Fantastic Four, and Antonio Banderas is cast as Galactus. He's portraying the Devourer of Worlds. I don't think it's been announced yet. It's still rumors, isn't it?
I haven't heard anything.
I don't want to see Blade if Wesley Snipes is in it.
I would prefer Wesley Snipes.
Isn't it Mahershala Ali in it?
Yeah, Mahershala Ali or something. I was like, I remember him from Luke Cage when he played Cottonmouth, but like, not someone I was played.
Lol, prickly hedgehog.
No hedgehog.
Just do a good X-Men and Fantastic Four film and keep the side stuff out for now. I agree. Yeah, I'll tell you something. Recasting the X-Men is going to be a real hard job, especially when it comes to characters like Wolverine and Storm, and Professor X and Magneto.
I think Wolverine needs to be a bit shorter because that's what they need to do it properly, right? And I'm sick of everyone fan casting Daniel Radcliffe now. He doesn't look entirely like Wolverine.
No, don't need Daniel Radcliffe. I kind of prefer if they went a little bit unknown.
Yeah, because to be honest, Ralph Fiennes as Professor X. That'll definitely be good.
Nanette says I've never seen Thunderbolts. It's also been said that both Norrin Rad and the female Silver Surfer are in the film. I want the Silver Surfer, which is Norrin Rad, but bear in mind this is an alternative reality which is set in the 60s. Yes, it's in the MCU, but it's not Earth 616. It's not in the same timeline. That makes sense, but it will follow continuality soon. I'd love to see a Wolverine versus Hulk movie.
You'll never see it.
Nanette says Chris Evans is going to be in Deadpool. You know what? I can believe that.
Yeah, Human Torch makes more sense.
He was in Free Guy as well, which was also the director's previous film with Ryan Reynolds.
Didn't know that.
Dalboy, don't need a female Silver Surfer. Give us a Terex instead of Gabrielle. Those are heralds that came before any female heralds for Galactus. I'm not well versed in the comic book lore of the Silver Surfer, but that'd be quite cool.
See me, I haven't even deep dived myself. I've only just started getting back in the comics.
Minhaji says, so basically Fantastic Four has been around, but not known until now. I'm guessing they will make the presence known in Avengers Secret Wars. Got Sin saying, oh, there's definitely a reason for the criticisms, given the attitudes of the creators and the actors and the writing with Doctor Who. Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. And to be honest, if this first season fails, I'm just like, I'm done.
Let's still watch it though, won't we? We'll still watch it and still moan.
We'll still watch it. We just won't comment on it. Like, you know, that's what I'll not do. I was like, if you want to ask us about Doctor Who, ask us about the classic era. I'll prefer to talk about that.
Plus, another thing is, I do think the fan base is pretty nasty.
It is. It's really toxic. Like, even I don't even bloody put like reviews in that for Doctor Who.
You say about Star Wars, you say about Marvel, but I do think Doctor Who fan base can be very, very toxic indeed.
Yeah, it is gonna. I'll be happy if it gets cancelled because like it's not like I'm missing out on anything because I've got the best era of Doctor Who upstairs.
You're probably right, Minhajo, about that. Have you heard that Bucky will suit up as the White Wolf in Thunderbolts? It's confirmed. Pretty cool.
Never heard of that.
Even though White Wolf is completely someone else in the comics. Don't know. Also, Wesley Snipes has confirmed he'll be back as Blade, but won't say which film. Do you think it'll be Deadpool, Wolverine, or Midnight Sun film, or is it Avengers Secret Wars? Probably be Deadpool. He may even pop up as a cameo in Blade. You never know.
I think he should, to be honest, I think he should just came back as Blade and then saved the whole hassle.
Could do. Loads Minhaju after Silver Surfer, we got Gabrielle the Al Walker, and many other Fire Lord and Terex Attainment, and Nova 2 amongst 7 or 8 more. Wow. I'm really looking forward to Cat 4 and Thunderbolts, Blade, and Fantastic Four. I don't care what people say or think of Marvel. I love Marvel, and I'm a massive fan of the MCU and the comics. Oh, I'm a fan of the MCU. I rewatched Endgame. Wasn't huge on it the first time, but love it now. Really good. And also watched Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. And you know what? Although it may not be brilliant, but it's still very rewatchable. It has some great moments. It does.
Yeah, I enjoy it for what it was. I
The
just
hype
feel like
killed Multiverse of Madness.
yeah, it was overhyped. And to be honest, I don't think it was the right film to have Scarlet Witch in. I think they should have kept the original like plan that they were going to do. Like they
Mm.
had plans for Mister Sinister, Mephisto. Like they were planning Sacha Baron Cohen to play the role, and I feel like they should have stuck with that. But I think with Mister Sinister, keep it for the X-Men because he's an X-Men villain.
Yep. We got Andy saying, "Oh, Andy likes stuff saying, good to see you live again, Pete. Good to be back, Andy. Thanks ever so much for joining, my friend. Yeah, I was going to do one last night, but honestly, I was too tired." Dalboy says, Frankie Ray's a girlfriend of Johnny Storm was the first female Galactus Herald. Cool. Nanette says, Disney's probably going to turn Deadpool and Wolverine into a big production and make it feel like an Avengers film.
Don't want that.
I could see at the end, at the big final battle at the end, an end game like portals pop up with all the Fox characters popping up. I could see that. I could see that happening. I don't know how I'd feel about it, but I could see it happening.
Well, I'm hoping it's not a 2.5 hour film. I'm hoping it's just 2 hours.
It's about 2.5 hours, I've heard. Catfall sounds like a Hulkverse film with Red Hulk, the leader, etc., and then Thunderbolt's main villain is the Sentry. We're finally getting Sentry. Would love to see King Hyperion and Blue Marvel. Apparently, Sentry was going to be Glenn from The Walking Dead, but he walked away.
I think the best thing he's done because he's invincible. So I'm glad he didn't.
Johnny Storm and Spider-Man are likely really good friends in the comics. So is Shang-Chi and Deadpool. Shang-Chi was Spider-Man's mentor at some point, teaching him the way of the spider. He trained him well. Can't wait to see Ghost Rider debut in the MCU. Hopefully he'll be introduced in a Midnight Sun project. You know what? I played Marvel's Midnight Suns, the game. Fun little game. Highly recommended, Minhaju, if you haven't played it.
Who would play Ghost Rider, though?
Norman Reedus or Keanu Reeves.
That's too fancasted now. You won't see them. It's too. But Keanu Reeves is too old.
Ryan Gosling, then.
Ryan Gosling, but he wants. Did he say he wanted to play Ghost Rider, didn't he? Or he wanted to play a different character?
I tell you what, Glenn Powell.
Whoever he is, I don't know who Glenn Powell is.
Nanette says Disney is known for cutting out stuff from movies and TV shows, so Doctor Who's probably will ruin it. Yeah. Dalboy says Way of the Spider was awful. Part of Spider Island storyline. Didn't like Dan Slott much as a writer. He wrote good Doc Ock stories though. Minhaju says, I know Liv Tyler's Betty Ross is in Cat 4, but the rumor is she'll transform just like comic books as Red She-Hulk. There's a Red She-Hulk. Jeez.
Yeah, you will get more than we expected.
Dalboy says Red Hulk was not bad as a storyline. I mean, getting Thunderbolt Ross to be so mad for killing the Hulk he became Red Hulk was a good idea. Betty Ross as Red She-Hulk is just predictable, really. Sai says the MCU needs to stop. Disney has oversaturated the market. I do agree with you. They need to go back to 1 or 2 films a year. They do.
I'm so glad we're only getting 1 film this year. It really did a really big favor.
Yeah.
A lot. Like you see all these other projects coming out and some of them done brilliant.
X-Men has really done wonders for me. I'm loving it. I'm really into it, and it's making me excited a lot more for Deadpool. Making me excited to see X-Men again live action. Dalboy says, sorry, I think they need to do less stopping, I would say, is harsh. Just do 1 a year or 2 TV series. That's enough for me anyway, as the quality would hope to improve by less output. I think what Disney's got a few tests. They've got 3 or 4 tests to do if they want Marvel to continue. Deadpool 3's gotta be brilliant. Captain America 4 has got to be brilliant. Captain America is the heart of Marvel. If that's not good, that's going to be a big thing. And Daredevil 3. Daredevil Born Again. Those 3 have got to succeed to bring a lot of faith back into Marvel.
Like to be honest, I'm glad they decided to change the whole episode runtime for Born Again. 18 episodes was too much. I think like split it off. You got 2 seasons. You got plenty of time to set it up and everything. Continue it after Daredevil, because I think that will be mostly done better, because you got because Jessica Jones is coming back and that, so it's like you got all them still coming. So just got to get on with what the story's going to be, but see how it goes.
We got Nanette saying I need to go. Have a good day and night. Thanks for watching, Nanette. You take care. Really appreciate you joining us tonight. Got Sin here saying Cobra Kai is better than the Karate Kid movies, in my opinion. Never was huge on the Karate Kid movies. Yeah, I can relate. What about you,
Ryan? People have different opinions on like the preferred Karate Kid movies or the TV show. Some people haven't even seen the Karate Kid movies and decided when start watching the show and they really enjoyed it, right? I think that's really good because it gives more of an impact on the mystery of the characters who haven't even seen the films, and it's one of the most popular.
What was that?
It's Doctor Who.
Are you watching Doctor Who, are you?
No, it's the 10th Doctor thing. It's a ringtone on my phone.
Wonderful.
I put on news. There we go.
Sorry says, I get what you're saying, Dad. Since Disney Plus came along, there's something new every week. It's very true. It's very true. It's more down to the previous head of Disney who just wanted to churn out content. Yeah, sorry. Many like me in mid-50s waited 35 years for good Marvel films. Their own success and interlocking stories have been their downfall. I call it Disney greed. Absolutely. Sorry says, Late Night with the Devil is easily the movie and the performance of the year so far. Yeah, I have to agree with you. We've got Cowboy saying hi to Danny. Sin says the holdovers is wonderful. Yeah, it's a true delight. It is a Christmas classic, a future Christmas classic. Slipknot fan says, is Late Night with the Devil still in theaters? Unfortunately not. It's on Shudder now.
You missed
so check it on Shudder.
It's on Shudder.
Yeah. Dalboy says, well, I wanted to support Pete and Ryan, so I hope I have. I was supposed to be on yesterday, not sure what happened, but like and subscribe, guys, both of them. Pure genius, Excelsior. Hey, Dalboy. Yeah, unfortunately, I just wasn't feeling up to it, but thanks ever so much for joining, mate. Definitely going to get you back onto a stream next time. We'll sort out something. I'll message you and try and get something sorted for next week. I agree. Really good on the big screen. Do you think seeing it in the theater? I think it's good to see it in the theater as you got a lot of like people's reactions, but still watching it at home, turn off the lights, close the curtains. I think that'd be pretty good.
Plus it's like it's like a talk show, isn't it? So you get to watch it at home. It might be more authentic, like if you do watching the talk shows.
We've got 4K Lowdown here saying hi, Pete. Good to see you. Hi, mate. Great to be back.
Hello.
This year's the only films that matter to me are Deadpool, Wolverine, Alien Romulus, and Sonic 3. Those are the shit that need to be seen on the big screen. Yeah.
It's too more of like Blockbuster, innit? I want to see like less known films that could be really
agree.
good.
Possibly Fox, yeah. I do agree with what you're saying, Ryan. I do think the blockbusters this year seem to be a little bit less. They're more, instead of like AA blockbusters, they're more AAA blockbusters. They're more double A.
And the thing, plus this year, is a very tame year because it will be after the strike last year. So and I think it's been really good. You're gonna get to see like lesser known movies and stuff.
Yeah. I think cinemas have been pretty good this year. Constant big new releases nearly every week. We've got Sai here saying Slipknot Under Siege is better than Under Siege 2 for 2 reasons. Erica Eleniak gets her chesticles out.
Oh yes, that lovely cake scene. Oh, that was gorgeous. That was.
Yeah. Every guy wanting for that big birthday cake, waiting for that big birthday cake scene. I watched that film with my parents, and at the birthday cake scene, my dad conveniently walked out the room. He did. Oh, I've got to go for the toilet. He knew it was coming.
Oh man, yeah, because me and you watched it together as well, didn't we? God, that was an experience.
I went to see Phantom Menace in 3D years ago. The pod racing looked all awesome. Says so. Yeah, I can imagine it really does.
I've seen it in 3D like years ago. It was pretty. I enjoyed it when I was a kid, but like I want to get my proper like full opinion like now on the big screen by myself. So
I haven't seen it in years. I haven't seen it since it's been on TV. I do have the Blu-ray, but I imagine it's going to be the 4K transfer of it. So definitely want to see it on the big screen. Dalboy says Fall Guys just Glenn Larson's ripoff from Hopper film with Burt Reynolds. They should have done Hopper 2, really, in my opinion. I don't think I've heard of Hopper, but Burt Reynolds is great. Just chatting. Dalboy says Run Silent, Run Deep is one of the best submarine films in cinematic history. I haven't heard of that one before.
This first time I've heard that, and I'm like, bloody hell.
Dalboy says, really got to run now. Have fun, chatters. Sub these guys, folks. Oh, thanks ever so much, Dalboy. We'll get in touch with you soon about live stream. Hope you're well, and hope your mum's doing well too. Lightsaber fights in Phantom Menace were insane. Some of the best in the series. Andy says, watched Pearl 2 days ago, thought it was okay. Also seen X-Film, which was okay as well. Have you two seen the films and are you looking forward to Maxine? I liked X. X was pretty damn good. Texas Chainsaw Massacre with a porn sort of feel to it.
Yeah.
Pearl was pretty good. I preferred X, but Pearl was all right, and Maxine looks incredible.
Oh, I'm looking forward for that. You know, from a porn actress into an actual like horror actor, you can tell that's going to go down the right road. I'm very looking forward to that. I'm loving the 80s theme ways. Kevin Bacon as well. Yeah, Giancarlo Esposito looks really interesting and he's actually got fucking hair in that movie. It looks really insane. I love the aesthetic. And I'm looking forward to seeing what the next.
It's going to be a Giallo.
It does seem like a Giallo, like as you just mentioned it there, because it has that feeling, right?
No, you've got a first person view of somebody with like scissors and a glove. How more Giallo can you get?
Oh, it's gonna be great, Maxine and Ty West. I'm looking forward to seeing like what he's gonna do in the future. Right, I just wanted them to stick with horror. Right, I don't want him to do any, like big horror franchises or anything like that because we don't need to. Let him do him because this trilogy that he give us is brilliant. Like what we've got so far.
Ah, wow. Next up, comments gone weird. We have Slipknot fans saying Deep Rising is a must-see. So you'll love it, Ryan. You'll love it.
I got a lot of catch up on.
We've got Nige here, Rock God 2004. Hi, Pete, mate. It's great to see you back. It's great to be back. However, God knows how far behind I am, and there's a lot of Game of Marvel talk. My fave, so I'm off to watch a film. Have a great stream, mate. Ryan's Balland.
And I am. Don't worry, we'll be back to normal in the next couple of months, so don't worry, Nige.
Great to see you here, Nige. Definitely want to invite you onto the stream. Going to start. I think I'm going to start bringing them back once a week, probably on a Tuesday, and do this sort of just one person, more sort of intimate and quite easy to control, and then probably add some more people on as we go along.
Yeah. Plus, I'll be going back to film in either July or August. So you just don't know. Might be a different day. It could be a weekend. You just don't know.
I think if I do streams, it will probably be about 6 to 8. I know we're going over a little bit over time, but we always do. A lot of chatting. Doctor Who. It's more like Doctor What now.
Doctor What? We didn't even know what Doctor Who is anymore.
Doctor What the fuck?
Exactly.
We have Bristolian Dave saying, "Alright, me babbers."
Alright, me babbers.
Hey Dave, hope you're doing well, my friend. Thank you for joining.
Hey.
We've got Slipknot saying, "Wow, you saw Commander in cinema, amazing." Yeah, Cinema World are doing an action season. I saw Predator a few weeks ago as well.
Everything.
And they doing Speed as well.
They've done Speed. They've done The Rock. They've done Con Air, which was a secret like film that nobody knew that they were doing. It was insane. I'm literally, man, that's more of a science fiction movie. It was basically the same. It's Danny Boyle season now.
Ooh.
28 days later, it's coming.
28 years later, isn't it? Coming about 28 years later.
I know. And the worst thing, they're trying to make it into it. They're trying to make a new trilogy out of it. And I know Danny Boyle's directing 28 years later, so it's going to be interesting.
We got Minhaju saying, "Pete, yeah, I've played Little Nightmares. I have it, and while it's creepy and unsettling, the mystery is something else. I might get the second game too." Oh, I have them both. They're great games. They're freaking creepy as fuck. But there's also a third one coming as well, so keep your eye out for that, Minhaju. Yeah, the Prince Charles Cinema in London. I saw Predator there on original film reel. It was incredible. Wow. Also saw Die Hard, Lethal Weapon, Weird Science, Point Break, Raising Arizona as well. Some bangers there. Got Terrence here saying, "Hello everyone, thumbs up." Hey Terrence, hope you're doing well, my friend. Sally's pretty shocked, so am I. Really cool.
Well, I've seen some classics as well, so.
They played American Werewolf in London, but something must have happened to the film well, and they used a DVD instead. They could have used a DVD loading symbol on the screen.
DVD.
Some bloke in the audience shouted, "Aw, DVD."
That's so funny, that. Friggin' DVD.
Oh, imagine if you went to like a 4K transfer of a film at the cinema and then the DVD logo come up and be like, "Yeah, this isn't 4K."
Yeah, this isn't 4K. We want our money back. That's not what we paid for. Oh, man.
It's really sad because I was looking forward to seeing an original film reel. Yeah, that would have been cool. Sorry, Pete, I meant unsettling for Little Nightmares, not upsetting. Hey, no worries. I knew what you meant. It is a very unsettling game. Slipknot fan says, "Never knew there was a comedy called Joyride. The only Joyride I know is Paul Walker one." Yeah, that's a good film, but this one's, dear me.
Yeah, it's called totally different. Oh, yeah, it's called Roadkill.
Yeah, it is.
Stupid though.
Sorry says, "Team America was an amazing cinema experience. Watching puppets have sex on the big screen is definitely an experience." I remember watching it. My dad saw the trailer. He said, "I'm getting that." Pete loves Thunderbirds and Captain Scarlet. 6-year-old Pete watched it. Yeah. My mum wasn't very happy. It was also the same thing when my dad come home with Flash Gordon instead of Flash Gordon.
Oh, I remember that story. Okay.
He said, "Oh, that's Flash Gordon," and she said, "It's bloody well not as Flash Gordon." Played it, and yeah, he certainly saw a lot there.
I was just wondering, like, what was going on in your mind right there. I was like, what the hell?
Well, instead of Ming the Merciless, it was Minge the Merciless.
Oh, Christ. He got it. That story was insane a couple of years ago, man. Bloody hell. Flesh Gordon more than meets the pie.
America, fuck yeah. That's getting a 4K release as well.
Fuck yeah. And that's been stuck on Blu-ray for ages.
Terrence says, yes, Team America was probably the last really great comedy up there with Spinal Tap and The Man with Two Brains.
Ooh.
We're getting a sequel to Spinal Tap next year. I don't know why, but it's happening.
Have you even seen it?
Oh, you need to see it. It's a great one of the great mockumentaries.
I think it's one of the first kind of mockumentaries as well.
We got Minhaj says Sting was shite.
Sting was shite. Have you even bloody seen it anyway?
I was going to say I'm not a huge fan of his music, but I wouldn't say that.
Oh, he came back over to the northeast, and he actually like went on the metro, which is like a train service. He went back home to bloody Wall's End. It was proper funny. Oh man.
We've got Sai saying, I love The Man with Two Brains. I haven't seen that one. That's the Steve Martin one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I've seen it. It's not on my road.
Andy says, been watching Doctor Who 40 plus years. Not looking forward to the new Doctor. What's your thoughts on it? We did speak about it in length earlier.
We'll be here all day. Move on.
Terrence says, Doctor woke. Yeah. In the early days of the internet, someone used a song with the clips of the original Captain America movie starring Mark Slinger. It was hilarious. Oh. We got Terrence says, be funny that Blade being the movie that started the superhero craze and could be the one to end it. Yeah, you never know.
There you go. If you want the proper best Marvel movie that started off, just watch the original Blade.
Got Derek saying Ryan needs a toupee.
Do I? Ooh,
I don't know. Minhaj says Thunderbolts is going to be renamed the title as it's got a symbol at the end. I've heard it's Dark Avengers or Thunderbolts versus Dark Avengers. Ooh. Sorry says Taron Egerton would be a good Wolverine. I know he's been fan casted a bit. Yeah, he'd be alright.
Oh, that's another thing. I'm sick of bloody Taron Egerton getting bloody fan casted, as you just said there. I'm not bothered.
Again, Minhaju says the same. We've got Luke's World Movies and TV saying, hi, Pete. Hi, Ryan. How are you both? And you're both looking forward to Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Yep, we're doing well. Hope you're doing well, Luke. And we're both looking forward to it.
You wondering?
Terrence says, I may be a torn face skip, but none of the Deadpool trailers have been funny. You know what? Yeah, I wouldn't say they're hilarious. I definitely do agree. Yeah. You got.
I don't think they're funny until you actually sit down and watch the film themselves. It's like
I think you got to see them in the context of the film. There's a bit where they come out walking in front of that shop, the sign of the shop. I can't remember what it's called, but that's quite funny.
Yeah, I know what scene you mean.
Sorry, Terrence, take that back now.
Just
tell them the truth. The first two had funny trailers, but the new one, I'm waiting for a good joke. Maybe I'm just an old fart.
Ain't nothing wrong being an old fart. I'm getting old.
How old are you?
I'm 24.
24. 24. Yeah. Go and get your pipe and slippers and rocking chair now.
There you go, mate.
Got hi lads, hope you're both good, says Nige, talking to Sai. I would Mr. Sinister being the main villain of X-Men in MCU. Yeah.
Don't need Magneto. Magneto's already been the villain.
And Haji says also, guys, no, Jennifer Garner is back as Electra. She was spotting the new trailer. Yeah, it's well known. She's been talking at length how she's back, which is good to see. I watched the stream you did with Brittany. I actually know Matty Trash Picture Show from another channel. He guests on sometimes. I was amazed to see you guys meet him. Wow, that's cool. You know what would be so cool and nostalgic if we got to bring back to life the Elektra theme in Daredevil. Do you remember she was training to kill Daredevil? Yeah. I'd like to see Ben Affleck back as Daredevil and Colin Farrell as Bullseye. Why
You
not?
won't see that. No one see that because
No. Yeah, it ain't gonna happen. I know.
he was on set, but you won't see it.
Apparently, Vinnie Jones was offered a chance to come back, but he said no.
I think it was a good fit. I'd say it is a good film because he's a shite actor anyway.
What was it now? I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
How does he even get that role anyway in the first place? Because he was shite.
He is one of the most odd choices for an actor, but there you go. He'd seem had a decent career.
Like started off doing good stuff, and look after X-Men, he went to shit.
Got Minhaj saying the two needs to be played again in Deadpool and Wolverine. Got Mac Chats here saying, Jeebus, it's Pete. Fella, how are you doing, lad? Doing good, mate. Thanks ever so much for joining Mac Chats. Really appreciate it.
Drink Alfie.
Got Tom 180 here saying evening. Evening, Tom.
Hello,
man. Pete, you need to play Kiana Bridge of Spirits on PS5 and Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. You would think Marvel Spider-Man 2 is my favorite game, though that's story and gameplay. No, but my favorites are Kana and Rift Apart. My favorite PlayStation 5 exclusive is Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. It's great. Haven't played Kana yet, but been wanting to play it for ages, so I'm going to give it a shot soon, as I do have PlayStation Plus. Right. Maxine is the only movie I want to see that's coming out. Everything else looks a bit meh. Yeah, I can definitely agree with you there, Terrence. Maxine has definitely shot up, in my opinions, after that trailer, because it's been talked about for ages, but now we've finally got some trailers. I can't wait. I'm praying Ty West sticks the landing. So am I. So am I. And Haji recently bought Devil May Cry Special Edition on PS5, Shadow of the Colossus, Strays, Tormented Souls, and Medium on PS5. Google them, they might be up your alley. I actually picked up the Special Edition of DMC5, already got Shadow of the Colossus, fantastic game. Recently picked up Strays. Haven't got Tormented Souls or Medium, but I'll keep an eye out for them in Harjo. Deep Rising is a lot of fun, says Terrence, but I wonder how the CGI now looks. It looks really bad, I must admit, Terrence. It stands out a lot.
Just imagine if we got a brand new Blu-ray release and actually fix the CGI in it.
It'd be cool if they did. Could do with it, but I suppose it's part of the charm. We've got Rock God here. Nige saying one person sounds great. Count me in. Oh, thanks ever so much, Nige. Be looking forward to get you back on the stream. It's been a long time. Minhaji says, oh yes, of course, I picked up Alan Wake, Crash, Insane Trilogy, Crash Force, About Time, and Days Gone. Days Gone is a very underrated game. The Crash games are great. Alan Wake is a blast. The second one is brilliant. Ryan, you need to Google Herald of Darkness music video.
Herald of Darkness.
Herald, Herald.
Herald. All right.
Herald. And watch the video. This is all in game.
What the hell?
You're playing a horror game and then it switches to that.
Oh shit, I've seen it.
You've seen it. What do you think?
It was actually really interesting, like how they did it. Like what a big long ass music video.
It's 11 minutes long. It's 15 minutes long. It's great. It's a banger of a song.
15 minutes long. I've just typed it in. Oh God, God survives God. However, was darkness. I like Alan Wake too. 9 minutes on you.
There's one on Spotify, 15 minutes.
It's
my most played song on Spotify this year.
Is it?
Yeah.
Freaking hell. Insane, like most of the freaking songs are bloody this year. Fuck, you know.
Well, I'll tell you what the second one is. It's Timmy Mallet with Eeny Bitsy Polka Dot Bikini.
Bloody hell. What happened to the days when we used to get freaking Hit Me Baby One More Time?
And the third one is Benny Hill with Ernie, the fastest milkman in the West.
Oh man. Oh god. I'm so glad Tenacious D is doing some good stuff now.
I actually listened to that. That's not too bad. That
Well,
cover,
yeah.
Hit Me Baby One More Time.
Oh, it is directly made for the Kung Fu Panda 4, which wasn't really needed, but it's good. It's good. I just want a proper album. I hated the one that came out a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Terrible. I want something like Rise of the Phoenix and the original album and that.
We've got Minhaju saying, have you played the remothered games? No, never heard of them, mate, but I'll have to keep an eye out for them. It's got the Spyro. Awesome. We've got the Spyro ones. I'll play them. They're great. What about you, Ryan?
Oh, the Spyro games.
Mm.
I haven't got the Spyro games. I played the originals when on PlayStation, but I didn't know you can play them on PS5. But I haven't got PS5.
Minhaju says, I haven't played it yet, but I purchased a game called The Charm. It looks good. You may want to pick it up. I actually have ordered it from Argos. It's going for £8 on Argos. I'm going to pick it up at the weekend. It don't come out until the weekend, so looking forward to playing that one. Mac Chat says, Team America is one of the funniest films ever committed to film. Yep, it is a blast.
Sorry.
Mean Machine with Vinnie Jones is underrated. Haven't seen that.
I need to see that. I've got the DVD upstairs, so
Nice.
So I'll have to check it out.
Sorry's looking forward to Long Legs, Nicolas Cage playing a serial killer. That'd be cool.
Just bit like Castor Troy, isn't it?
Minhaju says, take care, Pete and Ryan. I must be off now. It's been a great stream. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm glad you're back, mate. You're the best, Pete. Oh, thanks ever so much, Minhaju. You're the best, mate. Terence did enjoy Late Night with the Devil. That's great to hear, mate. And David Dasmalchin is so good in Late Night. He's such an underrated actor. I agree. He's a blast.
Yeah, and I'm hoping he will save him more lead roles because he can do it.
Minhaju says, Pete, did you pick up Wednesday on Blu-ray? I have it. Great show. I haven't really had much interest in watching it, to be honest. It's on Netflix, so I could give it a watch.
It's not for everybody. I enjoyed it because I like the Addams Family, but it's not for everybody to watch. It's basically like a new Stranger.
I'm glad to see it's on physical. That's the main thing. Yes. So it says also the young actress who plays the possessed girl was freaky as fuck. Definitely. She was brilliant. Evil Within games, Pete. I've got them both. They're both bangers. Really good games. Like Resident Evil, but actually better than some of the entries. Slipknot fan says, speaking of fixing the effects in Deep Rising, I saw a video which fixed the shark effects in Jaws 4 with a CGI shark, and it looks quite incredible.
CGI shark?
You can't do a Jaws film with CGI.
No, it's got to be practical because that's what they were made for.
That's part of the charm of the film. It is.
Yeah, you know what the best thing is, and I'm glad it hasn't been touched yet.
No.
Wow.
That is the final comment of the stream. Oh no, we've got another one. Bad effects don't bother me too much. No, I think again, like practical, they do have a bit of charm to them. And then you have ones like The Rock and The Mummy Returns.
Oh, with good old the CGI effect of Dwayne Johnson.
And
that was mad, that.
And on that bombshell of Dwayne The Rock Johnson CGI, that is the final comment of the night and the final comment of the stream. So thank you ever so much, everybody, for watching the stream. I really do appreciate it. I had an absolute blast this evening, should I say, because it isn't actually nighttime. I want to thank everybody who joined, who put a comment in, and I want to thank Ryan as well for joining, mate. Really do appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to Ryan yet, his link will be in the description down below, so go and support him. He's got a lot of awesome stuff coming up. does a lot of awesome streams as well. He's been doing this for as long as I have, and yeah, he's an old friend, and it's great to be back here.
I know. Just you wait. We will be coming back doing some more watch along streams. Hopefully they are on. But I'm enjoying the production stage now, doing my projects, and it gives us plenty of time to get those podcast episodes done as well. There's plenty of love for it.
So hopefully be another stream probably next week or the week after. Gonna keep doing it with one person and see how it goes. So thanks ever so much, everybody. We've got a couple of more comments here. The only acceptable CGI Jaws shark is Jaws from 19 from Back to the Future 2. Thumbs up from Sai. Great seeing you all. See you, everyone. Cheerio. Cheerio. And Hadji says, guys, really do look after yourself. And very sad news about Dave. Still shocks me to this day, but rest in peace, Dave. And so anyway, thanks ever so much, everybody, for watching. Really enjoyed it. You take care, everyone, and see you soon on another video. Bye.